Raja mulai goyah. Ini waktunya sang macan menulis ulang sejarah.
Rinig ba mga ready? What's up? The Sky. Grabe naman yun.
Kalah di pertempuran bukan berarti
boss.
kalah perang. Karena sekali lagi sang penantang
May pa-entrance,
akan
boss.
menyerang.
Prediction.
Dengan tersisanya Raja Langit, kini era kerajaan sedang pincang. Di saat seruan untuk
Feeling
kudeta
ko game 7,
semakin
boss.
kencang. Kini, medan
Fight test,
pertempuran
Rinig ba?
mereka
Bigyan ko
akan
kayo
berhadapan.
prediction.
Dan
Pag hindi
duel
game 7,
tidak
ONIC.
lagi
Pag game 7,
terelakkan.
EVOS. Kaya prediction ko.
Invitasi untuk menjadi saksi untuk tahta yang sedang dipertaruhkan.
Ano ba gusto nyo? Rinig yung live? Boss, ang prediction natin dito, ganito Game 7, EVOS. Hindi Game 7, ONIC. Feeling ko lang
Santai di season ini karena EVOS
Simulan na natin, baka simulan pa ng iba.
Kemarin terakhir ke posisi ke-7.
Lagay natin yung mga chat nyo
EVOS
para
Legends. Di
mag-chat
season
tayo.
7,
Teka, ayusin natin to. Wait lang guys.
Raja Galaksi. Tetapi dengan menurunnya performa, sang macan putih harus turun dari tahtanya.
Ang lakas ng
Hingga
EVOS kagabi, no?
mungkin
Comeback.
sejarah paling
Comeback
paling
is real.
EVOS Legends. Yaitu
Grabe.
lolos ke babak playoffs di season 10. Namun di
Comeback is
season
real
ini,
eh.
sang macan putih kembali mengaum. Setelah menjuara ESF
Ako
World
na
Champions,
personally nalalakasan
EVOS
ako kay
Legends
Kuya Brands.
menunjukkan performa terbaik mereka di awal season.
Para sa akin siya ang ano
hingga
eh.
menempati posisi pertama
Siya EVOS ngayon eh, si Brands eh.
regular season.
Para lang sa akin Oy, nyari.
regular season.
Kung
Namun,
tatanungin ako sino
pertengahan
sa
babak
tingin ko
regular
ang
season,
medyo
EVOS Legends
net
tidak
mais sa
konsisten dengan performa mereka. Dan juga harus
Sa EVOS.
mengalami kekalahan di 2 match
lalagay ko si
klasiko
Kuya Brands. Medyo
saat
ano eh.
di regular season ini. Dan
Pang
membuat
YouTube
mereka
yung mga galaw ni
harus
Brands
berpuas
lately, boss eh.
di posisi kelima
Parang ano
masuk
eh.
regular season. Tetapi
Mainit eh, ang
sang
dance
macan
floor.
putih kembali memperlihatkan
Sabi ko lang
terbukti dengan menyuguhkan pertandingan yang luar biasa.
Parang kung wala
Mereka
si Brands,
melakukan
tanggal na EVOS
reversal
eh. Feeling ko
di
lang
hampir semua match playoff mereka.
Underdog ang EVOS dito, guys.
Saat melawan
Sa mga
Israel,
hindi
hari
kumbaga
pertama
sa
babak
mga
playoffs,
tropa pips
ketinggalan
natin
poin
dyan na
di
medyo
kala
hindi
akhir,
familiar sa
mereka mampu
MPL
membalikan keadaan
Indonesia.
dengan cheese draft dan membuat Jig Slate
ONIC
tidak
ang
berkutik.
dominating ngayon doon. As in, ang layo sobra ng score nila. Yung score
Nah,
nila talagang
Di hari kedua babak playoff,
abot langit.
kudeta yang
Kumbaga
mereka
hindi na nga nila kailangan maglaro ng
berhasil.
final week. Pasok
Untuk
na sila
sementara,
sa playoffs.
mereka harus tunduk
Ganong
dan
katindi si
mengakui
Eva.
kekuatan
Lalo-lalo na si
dinasti
Kyrie man.
sang Raja Langit.
Raja eh. The Maharaja eh.
Pada match lower bracket,
Alam guys lalagay natin yung
di
ano
hari
nyo.
ketiga babak playoff,
Lalagay ko yung mga
sang
shoutout
macan
nyo.
putih membalaskan dendamnya di match
Ayusin ko lang
El
tong
Clasico
stream.
ketiga pada season ini dan memaksa sang raja dari
May
segala
mga
raja
kwento-kwento
turun
pa pala,
dari
no?
tahta.
Simulan na natin to. Mga kwento-kwento. Kwentong tagumpay, bes.
Hari ini di final lower bracket.
Memperebutkan
The final
satu tiket
countdown.
di Grand Final ataupun slot dari MSC.
Grabe
Di
yung
hari keempat,
MPL
sang
Indonesia ba?
harus
O ano,
bertarung
no? Gumawa
melawan
ng production.
Sultan
Pang ano.
Alter Ego.
Ibang
Walaupun
klase.
Di 2 game awal dipegang penuh
Pero hindi naman
oleh
tayo
Alter Ego.
papayag na
Hal
wala sa
tersebut
Pinas yan.
tidak
Ano ba yun?
membuat EVOS Legends gentar dan malah membuat auman sang macan putih
Walang
menjadi
guys, naglalag
lebih
ako eh.
keras hingga membuat kesultanan Alter Ego harus bertekuk lutut
Alter
di
Ego!
depan sang
Go, go,
macan
go!
putih.
Sa tingin mo, magkakaroon din tayo kabayan sa winding players? Meron yan. Hindi pa payag na Indo lang ang meron, boss. Top 6 yung alter ego, bes eh. Feeling ko itong EVOS, pwede mo yun.
Sekarang,
Hindi ba ako rinig?
sang macan putih menjadi pesaing
Hindi ako rinig, boss.
atas tata Raja Galaksi. Pertandingan ini akan menjadi
Mic test, mic test. Hindi ba ako rinig?
macan putih untuk
Ayan. Yan.
sang Raja Langit ataukah
Okay. Feeling ko itong EVOS mala ano to eh.
putih.
Mala Omega to ng ano nila ngayon. Mala Omega ng MPL nila. Sila yung lason ngayon eh. Para sa akin lang. Para sa akin eh may mga mas magagaling para sa akin mas maraming pwedeng mas magagaling eh.
Berkali-kali lipat lebih kuat.
Kaso
Semangat
nalason
bertingkat-tingkat
moves.
lebih hebat. Mereka hanya ingin satu.
Panis.
Bahwa tata tempat
Sonic.
Raja Langit berada tidak bisa tergantikan.
Panis, sino to, boss? Kala ko si Yeba eh. Di ba si Yeba yan, boss? Isa lang Yebs, oh. Yebs. So, naghang. Naghang ako, boss. Nandiyan pa ba kayo? Naghang ako eh. Yeah, we're back. Naghang lang. Malag ba? Parang hindi makapture ng maangas parang bumagal yung internet. Yan. Nawala. Teka lang guys ha.
Setelah membuat panggung bergemuruh,
Nawala yung
kata di peringkat
Windows.
7, tujuan mereka hanya satu, untuk melihat era sang raja runtuh.
Yan. Okay. We back bro.
Tidak akan pernah puas sebelum melihat EVOS Legends berada di peringkat teratas. Mereka akan selalu puas untuk menemani EVOS Legends menunjukkan bahwa mereka lah yang terpantas.
Kaya lang guys ha. Naayos lang ako. Panis. Grabe naman yun. May production number. Sobra naman, boss. Panis, dance moves. Tinalo tayo sa dance moves. Dinadaan tayo sa dance moves nito ah. Pansin nyo ba?
Langit memang menjadi tempat yang paling layak untuk
Parang
ONIC
dinadaan tayo
berada.
sa dance moves.
Karena permainan mereka memang berada di level yang berbeda. Sebagai satu-satunya raja yang bertahan, ONIC masih
Dadaan tayo
terus
sa dance
berkuasa
moves,
di
guys.
playoff dengan tanpa satupun kekalahan. Satu pertarungan lagi untuk membuktikan bahwa mereka adalah tim dengan level tertinggi di MPL Indonesia Season 11. 3 musim, 2 raja selalu
Dua
ada di babak
raja!
akhir. Kini penantang baru akhirnya lahir. Mereka berjuang dari
Teka lang
bawah
guys ha, may nais kasi
untuk
ako sa
menulis
Photoshop
ulang
eh.
sejarah. Inilah mereka, EVOS Legends. Dengan kemenangan dramatis, sang Raja Hutan kini telah mengamankan posisi grand finalis. Akankah sekali lagi mereka bisa mengaum di panggung internasional?
Magalit lang guys ha, inaayos ko lang.
Akankah
Medyo laggers eh.
kudeta menjadi nyata? Atau sekali lagi sang Raja Langit mempertahankan
Grabe si Kyrie,
tahta?
headbandan na.
Dan ini dia
Naku, dinana sa
pertarungan
headband,
terakhir
boss.
mereka di mana
Parang
semua
ano
kerja keras
ata.
mereka akan terbalas. MPL Indonesia Season 11.
Doon na ata nalugi sa headband
This.
Ayun na. Dinaan na sa We Own This. We Own This!
Selamat sore, saya Dito Aretejo ingin mengucapkan
Si Bos.
selamat bertanding untuk kedua tim yang sudah berhasil masuk ke dalam
Bos
Grand
Amo.
Final Mobile Legends Professional League season ke-11. Mari kita kobarkan semangat
Parang
dan
Eagles,
memberi
Bos,
dukungan
dinahan
kepada
tayo sa
anak
ano,
muda Indonesia dalam dunia e-sport, sehingga dari e-sport
Dinahan tayo sa
dapat
headband.
menghargai
Prediction ko
Indonesia
Game 7,
bahkan di mata
Eagles.
dunia.
Pag hindi
Salam
Game
olahraga.
7, pag hindi Game 7, mananalo ang ano. Guys, saglit Diyan lang kayo, diyan lang kayo. Ayusin ko lang, wait lang Papakita ko yung ano niya, papakita ko yung chat niya.
The kings of the sky and the kings of kings. They reigned for 4 seasons with no compare. But now, they have to be aware. For the White Tigers have come to play, looking, eyeing for
Laggers,
their next prey. The kings of kings
O,
were the
Panis,
first
Eterna,
to fall.
Biscaster.
Who was next? But the best of all,
Laban
the
na to!
kings of the sky, still standing tall on their throne.
Ganun pala yung pakiramdam,
to rule them
no?
all. Will
Ganun pala
the
yung pakiramdam,
White
no? Yung
Tigers
kapag gusto mo na
dethrone
manood,
them
laban na!
Once and for all.
Ganyan pala yung nararamdaman nyo sa amin,
Ladies
no?
and gentlemen,
Dami pala namin
boys
sinasabi.
and girls,
Laban na!
ONIC fans, as well as the
Laban na,
EVOS
boss!
fans, welcome back
Ganyan
to the
pala yung
grand
pakiramdam
finals
pag binapanood
of
nyo kami, no?
MPLID Season 11 here live at
Salamat,
the G-Expo.
Madam Eterna.
Kemayoran, Jakarta, Indonesia. Back on the caster desk, it's me, Eterna, Mirko, as well as Arashi, who will be accompanying you throughout the last
Ganyan pala yung
match
pakiramdam,
of the
boss.
season, the grand finals
Ayan na.
with the Rumble in the Jungle. As we take a look
Labang si
now
Coach
at
Chef
the
dyan.
most
Kumbaga,
pick and
wala
ban
kang choice dyan,
heroes for both of these teams.
For ONIC, it's
Wala kang
always
choice
been
dyan,
about
Kayeb.
the control. It's always been about the utility. We saw
Alam
that
ko
they
na.
did a bit of a banana split, reminiscent of the old times from Coach Yeb. But now,
Alam ko na ang
against the
pakiramdam,
Tigers,
guys.
can they do the same
Huwag
when
kayong mag-alala,
EVOS
next time,
is just so
bibilisan ko
adept
na lang
at
yung
finding those
pag-intro.
pickoffs and controlling
Kumbaga,
the map
pagka-intro
from
ng
all
ano,
different directions, corralling
pagka-intro ng
their opponents into
MPL,
danger.
let's
Looking
go!
at the
Ganun na
biggest
agad, drop.
recap here
Wala
between
na agad.
ONIC and EVOS. You see that EVOS is a lot more
Dami
experimental.
pang sinasabi,
But it looks
laban
like
na
for
agad.
right now, the team that has
Pero
more
sa amin yun,
consistency
sa amin yun.
in both the
Hindi
drafts and
kina
performance
Eterna.
is still
Para sa amin yun.
It's strange because it doesn't matter what
Ayan
any
natin
team
sa
tries to
taas,
bring to
ayan.
the table, what any team tries to innovate, tries to find against ONIC, it just seems to fail. ONIC
Wala,
in
lakas talaga
the
ONIC ngayon, boss.
playoffs so far have been
Kung hindi ako
undefeated.
nagkakamali,
It
Arthur
seems
Ibo
like an
lang yung
impossible
nakadali sa
task,
kanila,
and that
regular
task
season.
has been given over to the team with the miracle run.
Pero nasisense ko lason
miracles
tong Ibos
happening like it's nothing, like
May
it's
lason to,
destined.
boss.
Like it's fate. EVOS Legends, they have been tasked with beating the king of the
Nararamdaman ko may
skies.
ano
And it's gonna be a tough road
may
up
lason
ahead.
lason
Looking at their match history,
lason
Arashi,
gamers.
3-0, clean sweep.
Looking at the bands here,
all the way
Arashi.
right now. I mean, our
Sabi ni Kuya Mirko.
associate.
Grabe,
Johnny
parang
has been
pagod na
very
si na
vocal
Mirko
about
nung
it.
isang araw
They
pa
have
sila
such a
nagkakas,
dominant
nararamdaman ko yung
performance and with zeros
pagod
across
nila.
the board for their opponents.
Pero
right now, EVOS
saludo.
has a chance to try and
Saludo
change
sa kanila
that,
kasi
start a different trend.
Laban
in
Pinas
the playoffs,
literal na
or will
ano
they
sila
just succumb to the
full
dominance,
force.
the strategy, the adaptability of this team. Looking at the player performance here for Hijime on that mid lane, he's been able to actually play a different variety of heroes here, both aggressive and utilitarian, depending on what the team needs.
Laban
And
na to,
from the looks of
boss.
it, for EVOS, if they can solve you, if they can look into your playstyle and damage it
Ayun
in
na.
the drafting phase, that
Let's
is where they
go!
can find success. And
Okay,
we
guys,
are live
pick
right
and
now in
bans,
the
picks
grand
and
finals
bans.
in the drafting phase for game number 1.
Yes, let's welcome you into the drafting phase.
Huwag niyong bibigyan ng
Remember,
assassin
ladies
si
and gentlemen, it's
Kyrie
no
Mac.
longer a best of 5. It is going to be a best of 7.
Dito sa Pilipinas,
between both of
nire-respeto
these
lahat
teams
ng
here in
assassin ni
the
Kyrie
grand
Mac kahit sa
finals.
mga scrim
You can see here EVOS
Legit
with the
yun.
first pick, ONIC with the second, and the Joy Fredrin ban does come through for the White Tigers.
Alam guys,
Meanwhile,
inaayos ko
ONIC,
lang yung
they
ano
go
natin.
for the Claude and the Faramis ban.
Very interesting band so far coming into this draft. We know that ONIC have gone for a lot of their respect in the playoffs. But EVOS Legends, something different here from them. First time around against ONIC, they try to go for the same respect. But here, Arashi, they're going for just prio.
Si Arashi, na-meet natin yan ng ISF. Napakabait kahit si Mirko eh.
The joy, and even the
Masasaya lang sila
I think we've
kasama.
seen that a lot of teams have struggled to try and find any success, trying to target specific members or specific aspects of ONIC's gameplay, because everyone is just absolutely solid. They don't really falter, even though they get target banned, even though they get focused in the game. So I think the approach right now from Coach Age is to ensure that his team has what they need to try and make the play happen
confident o
their
parang
way. Make sure
unpaced.
that it goes their
Tapos
way or the
dinadaan
highway.
tayo sa
You
ano.
can see here EVOS Legends
Parang
go for the
dinadaan tayo sa
Melissa
bandahan
ban
na, pre.
as well here. The last ban in the first phase. Seeing as the Claude was already banned out by ONIC, they don't want to be forced in a position
Parang bandana
where
gaming
they
ah.
have to
May
pick
scarf
up
po.
the
Ano siya si
Melissa
Fred?
or allow the Melissa being picked up by ONIC. So Mincetar is going to be the choice here for ONIC to ban away, and now EVOS, they definitely can go for.
Dinadaan
What do you think they're gonna
dinadaan
go for?
ni
Valentina
K-Boy sa ano,
is an
boss.
option here.
Valentina has always been used. Hijime is also great on the Yves and the Farsas.
Ito magandang parte ng ano ng Indonesia.
To try and supplement the poke damage.
Personally
or the
ako
wave clear.
naiinggit ako
Because
sa
they try and win in the
part na
macro game
ganyan
department.
nila.
Those are all
Kasi
legit
kahit
options.
regular
Farsa
season sa
will be
kanila,
the answer, but for
parang
ONIC,
dama mo,
this means
no
that they can
offense
go
sa
straight
ating
for
mga
the
Pinoy,
1-1.
mas ramdam mo yung pagka-passionate ng
Everyone
Indonesia
thinks the 1-1
sa
is a prio,
MLB.
and they're right. They're absolutely right. 1-1 right now in the meta. Respectable hero. And ONIC, they make trash look like it is gold.
It's such a different story, right? For ONIC, you can
Masasabi
say
ko na
exactly
mas
what he
malakas
meant there for
tayo
all the
in
other
terms of
teams,
laro.
But in the hands
Sa,
of ONIC,
sa kahit
it becomes a different story
mga
here.
hindi pro player sa atin,
Face value,
para sa akin
it's
malalakas.
risky, right? The
Pero
1-1
yung
does get
passion,
outranged by
mas
the
mataas yung
Farsa.
passion nila sa
And there are a lot of moments where she gets
Sa
put
laro.
down before she can even have an impact in those team fights. And ONIC will respond.
Parang
with
hindi
the
ka kasi
Valentina
judge dun
that
eh,
was
para
opened
sa
up
akin,
there
pag
from the
nag-ML
first
ka.
phase.
Dito
Matching the long
may
range
times
potentially,
na
if you can
judge ka pa
steal
eh.
the Federal
Lalo na sa mga
airstrike,
hindi,
we'll see Sans
hindi
on the
nag-ML.
Valentina. An absolute signature pick let go by EVOS right now. So if they are willing to give away the 1-1 and the Valentina, one must question what do they have in mind to try and secure for their own side. Without the Claude available, a solid gold laner needs to be put in the hands of Brands.
Ayan,
because
si
he needs to
Brands.
carry the game, but he also needs to
Akin
win the
lang naman
lane
yun,
and
guys,
try and shut
opinion
down
ko lang
CW.
yun.
Beatrix becomes
Medyo
a pretty
nakakaingit
good
yung
choice
passion
for
nila.
EVOS
Mas
Legends,
malakas
right? A
para
choice
sa
that
akin
could
yung
work.
passion ng
And on the hands of King
Indo.
Brands, the guy who was lifted in the throne yesterday to the grand
sa
finals.
laro.
Here's a comment.
Kaya grabe yung mga cheer sa kanila eh.
We still wanted to
Lakas
fight.
eh.
We not only
Sa atin
improved
medyo
our gameplay,
nahihiya yung mga tao
but
eh.
that mentality, I believe, for EVOS Legends is their strength. 0-2 down, 2 series. It may be a fluke the first time, but after the second, again, it feels like they were destined.
Pero parang ONIC eh.
Remember,
Parang ONIC
right?
to, boss.
Sure, 2-3 reverse sweeps by EVOS. But the only team that went full 3-0 was ONIC. They were able to read EVOS very well, and EVOS didn't have the chance, the opportunity to do whatever Brands just said, right? They weren't able to reevaluate, they weren't able to readjust. And we'll see if ONIC give them the opportunity this time around with the pick.
Ang maganda sa
coming
EVOS
from
para
ONIC.
sa akin,
The last
maganda-
one for the
maganda
first
yung
phase
merch.
is gonna be the glue.
Lahat ng merch nila maganda.
Wow, it's a very much mobile kind of composition.
Magaling yung designer ng
1-1
merch.
blue, everything can be divey, everything can move very rapidly. And for EVOS, they are two very vulnerable backline members for them, so they require some kind of protection. The Diggy maybe could come in mind, but there's so much damage, maybe pure healing could be what they go for. Whatever it is, they're gonna have to ban out some kind of engaged tools for this other EVOS to Bennett Kadira to ensure that the backline does not get bursted down.
Good choice right now for EVOS. I think they might follow it up with maybe a Hayabusa ban here, knowing that ONIC
Hayabusa!
yet to pick up a jungler. Very rare do we see this. Usually we see the Fredrin that's always just flexed in the first phase, but because EVOS abandoned it, they've kind of taken that
Hayabusa,
weapon away from
Sanjo!
ONIC, right? That flex potential of the Fredrin. The Franco gets banned, and right now with the 1-1, I think
Hayabusa,
the Melissa ban
Sanjo!
will make a lot
Marudo!
of sense. Maybe even a...
Ayan, Bea.
I don't think Diggy, but oh,
Maganda Bea dito.
it's either Diggy or Lolita at that point.
Kaso against
I
sa
thought they might wanna
1-1,
go
boss,
for the
medyo ano ah.
Lolita ban, but it does signify
Hirap
that
moves
they
yan,
want to go
hirap
for a lot of
moves.
CC for their roamer, possibly a Kufra or an Atlas.
Yeah,
Medyo
that's
mahirap
definitely
yan.
a possibility here, especially for Keyboy. And the thing is, Keyboy has Honestly, one of
Atlas,
the
boss.
widest hero pools in
Walang
that roaming
digi.
position as well.
Atlas mo
So,
na.
they have a lot to work with. They have a lot to pick from. And
Pwede
the thing
Atlas
is,
yan, bes.
if we're talking about the
Eco
jungler
lineup
position,
yan,
the
pre,
Frankie
oh. Tinan
is
mo,
still
yung
open
Parsa.
for grabs as well for
Hero
both
yan ni,
these
ano,
teams.
Sanji.
Without the Franco,
Yung Lapo kay
it should
Sanford,
allow
Benny
the
Cutie.
Frankie
Ako
to
lang na
mobilize
kay
on the
Yawi.
map.
Yawi
For
Karl
EVOS
na
right
lang.
now, you're stuck wondering
Akay.
what you want to ban away here.
Akay,
Is it gonna be
Atlas.
yet another
Tira mo.
assassin,
Ay, binan,
or
binan.
respecting the Digi ban,
Yeah.
do you get forced to ban the Atlas? ONIC has successfully put that
Binan,
in a tough
boss.
situation, and they are going to go most likely for something
Kaja.
a bit more aggressive. They go for that Kaja for a bit more pick-off potential. Now it's looking weird. ONIC can outmaneuver EVOS, and if EVOS isn't careful, someone will get picked off.
Do it, Taz. Do it. I know you're thinking it, Taz. Age as well.
Fanny?
Fanny, wide
Fanny,
open.
boss.
And then ONIC will play the Hayabusa. Two of the best junglers in Indonesia on their signature picks for the first game of the grand finals.
Grabe
We're
naman
thinking
yun.
it, they
Sobra
are
naman.
thinking it as well.
It's a very high risk, but it might just work out. We'll have to
Sobra
see,
naman.
man. For EVOS, yes, one jungler, but
Go from
afterwards, what will they have in the roaming position?
Guys,
Someone that
saglit
can check
ah.
bushes
Habang
without getting
nagda-drop,
punished,
edit ko lang
without
yung
getting stuck
overlay.
and locks down.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
comes to mind, but we'll see. It's going to be a
Saglit
Lolita.
lang, boss.
Try and use that bulwark and counter the crossbow of Tang as well, a wise choice.
Standby
But
screen.
along with that, it's going to be the Lancelot in the hands of Taz.
Lancelot.
Lancelot for Taz here. That is objective control so far for EVOS, right? ONIC, how are they going to respond? With the composition that EVOS have picked
Lancelot,
up, they
ano to,
are
tank
so
silot?
strong in those team
Tank
fights. They're
slot ba
going to
to?
be very
Tank
strong
slot.
when going for the objective takes. With the
Fanny.
Kaja pickup for
Kailan
ONIC,
kaya
they
mag-ano
should
si
stick
Eva?
with pickoffs perhaps. Make things a little bit more messy. And the Fanny does come through for ONIC.
Okay, game.
Which
Fanny ni
will come out
Kyrie.
on top?
Lista mo na, game
Which do
1,
you
boss.
prefer?
Parang ilista mo
Who
na,
won?
game 1.
I must say, from the looks of things, I feel like the Fanny has a lot more to offer.
Parang pwede na
especially
game
with
1, pre.
Farsa and a Beatrix. There's just so much more
Grabe,
value
tabla.
compared to the tank slot. It's a
Sobra
bit more
naman
of
yun
an
sa tabla,
all-rounder.
boss.
We'll see if that very risky pick actually pays off. But as you can see from,
Lagay natin yung chat
from
nyo,
the
guys, ha?
audience prediction,
Nalagay ko yung chat nyo.
dead even, man. We have a game in our
49,
hands.
51,
'Shoutout lang
what the
kayo
heck?
dyan.
ONIC 3-0 so far has been the record that they are trying to replicate here as well. But that's why I
Lagyan natin chat nyo.
did not want the Lancelot to be picked up. They did not have a stopper. No Kufra, no Kaja, no Franco, no Minzathar. And they let the Fanny go onto the hands
YouTube yung
of the
chat
man
natin, YouTube
himself,
yung chat.
Kyrie. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rumble in the Jungle,
Oh,
the Grand Finals for Season 11,
Si
MPL
Kyrie, pre.
Indonesia starts now.
Parang
Welcome to the land of dawn
Parang
for
tagilid.
EVOS Legends versus
Tagilid
ONIC.
pre yung Ibos,
Looking at
nakapani.
the emblems right here, you see
Parang
the
pwede
Demon
lista
Slayers
yan
or Taz will be prioritizing more of the neutral objectives, while Kyrie can just go
Nakapani,
absolutely
pre,
ham right
parang-
here. He has the burst damage and the crowd control in his team
Parang
to try and
sinadya.
supplement his kill potential. So you keep your eyes open, especially
Sino
when
lamang?
you reach level 4 with the Cutthroat. And Dreams will be the only one available with a reliable source of crowd control to stop any kind of high maneuver, engage, or outplay potential from the side of ONIC.
Objectively speaking, right, looking at both of their compositions,
Okay.
when I said that EVOS Legends are better in team fights, it's
Open
because
yung
I saw that
pani,
they
boss.
have a
Parang
lot of
minsan
CC,
sure win
right,
na yan
to
eh.
play with.
Pag
But
inopen mo yung
ONIC
pani
with
ni
the Valentina
Kyle.
pickup, they can
Minsan
utilize
lang, ha?
the same amount of pressure in
Nasabi
those
ko lang
team
naman.
fights. If they want to pick up, they can
Shoutout
pick
nga
up
pala
Legions
sa
on
FB.
blast. They
Ay,
can go in
putik, di ko pala
for the
pwede
bravest
galawin
fighter
to.
from Psychots as well. It really does
Sige.
depend on the flexibility of the MVP of the regular
Sheesh!
season, Sans. And now in the early game here, ONIC, they're looking to punish here in the top side, looking to put some pressure onto Brands. With Keyboy not yet at level 4, it's not a task that is going to be easy. They gotta rely on
Parang
that early
Eagles
game
talaga kay
damage
Pa-
coming
kay Kyrie.
from Kyrie here, who is
Magaling
on
sa
that
Look at
ONIC.
that combo of skills coming
Umiikot
into
talaga sila kay
CW, securing
Kyrie.
the gold lane despite going up against a
Legit.
Beatrix. Someone who can actually burst down the neutral objective, showing again why one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, this 1-1 is insane, but now Keyboy gets jumped on. It's too early. EVOS will not
doggy.
have the damage available, but the level 4 is coming through. The turtle is spawning in 6 seconds, and you can see where the heck Boots is. He's about to zone everyone away as much as possible.
Yeah, he's already there, already setting up, already opening up vision for ONIC onto Taz, right? Because that's the main hero, the main person, the main player that they need to limit here when they go in for the objective takes. But Taz has proven time and time again that he can outmaneuver it. We'll see, Keyboy already level 4 should be able to pressure Taz when it comes down to it.
Let's see, Boots already with a slam pass combo, trying to stop them from the take.
Pero feeling ko, basta ang hula ko dito, Game 7,
2 minutes in,
EVOS.
both teams still
Game
playing
1,
very
pwede mo na
passively.
ilista sa ONIC.
First game sets the tone.
Paano
What Donnie
yan,
likes to
pre?
say, and it's true here, especially
Paano
in the
na
grand
ni
finals.
Boss Amoy?
Look at ONIC. They're playing very, very patiently, and they have back there in the turtle, knowing that Kyrie was still on the other side of the map. He's back here now, though, and you can see that EVOS Legends, they just sent Dreams back, so it's going to be an uncontested turtle from ONIC. It doesn't seem like there's any trade-off from the side of EVOS.
No trades at all. ONIC picking up the first turtle, uncontested, with the Fanny at hand. High and dry. A lot of kill pressure here. Keyboy is really looking for that kill pressure as Taz moves forward. Kyrie gonna be able to jump in, but the Thorn Rose is there, and the Cutthroat takes him down. First blood for ONIC. They pick it up, and they back away. Disciplined as ever.
ONIC already with 1 kill and an objective take here, leading 1,000 here in the first
Grabe,
3
may
minutes of
nagdalawang
the game.
ONIC.
Wow, a 4 versus 2 here on the desk. Talents prediction.
Sa desk.
More so for EVOS than onto ONIC. We'll see exactly how this pans out.
Pero ang galing talaga ni Kyrie.
So far here, EVOS, they haven't been able to find the opening that they were looking
Wala
for.
silang pang-hold
in the
sa
early stage of the
Pani.
game.
Lolita
Taz
lang.
using the Demon Slayer also.
Si Lolitz.
Not
Lolitz,
much impact
Lolitz.
just yet.
Not yet. Down below, though, there's already a little bit of a skirmish there as Taz will
Aray.
be taken down again.
Aray ko,
Kyrie
babes. Pwede mo na.
munching nom nom nom.
Parang pwede na ilista,
Taz
babes.
0-2-0.
Well,
Anong
ONIC
merienda
using
nyo,
all
guys?
the advantages
Merienda
and the
muna
burst
tayo
damage
habang
to target.
nunood.
Usually, it's gonna be the gold laner. But
Kinakaunti yung volume,
EVOS
ah.
Legends and their proclivity to go for the neutral
Aray ko,
objectives,
babes!
they were going for Taz again and again.
Ang sakit
There,
ni
Taz
Sans,
almost gets
tsaka ni
taken out
Kiboy,
as well.
boss.
Look at this conversion to the top side.
Ang tapang, boss.
Will take that
Ang
damage.
tatapang, pre.
CW taking a whole lot of damage right now. The crossbow tank gets popped in. Hijime flickers
Patay
out.
si
CW
Hijime.
gets out as well. It's Sans
Parang
with the kill,
ano
and it's
ata.
ONIC staying clean.
The Vapor.
And just like that, 1,000 gold lead here, Rashi.
Parang the Vapor, bes.
2,000 even. Far side of ONIC.
Shoutout sa mga
They have
nanonood
done
sa
just
FB,
yet.
guys.
They
Yung
have
chat
CW.
na feature
They have a lot
natin
of
sa
gold
FB.
card trading, and now EVOS comes
Yes,
to try
yes.
and strike back.
Ay sa YouTube, pero babatiin ko kayo sa ano,
To go for this.
sa
Keyboy doesn't
Facebook.
have that divine judgment.
Batiin ko kayo,
So I
yan.
don't think they want to commit, but they have done enough to secure a pretty good lead here. And it should be an uncontested turtle again. Look at the Fanny though, look at Kyrie, what the heck again?
Ang sakit mo,
Assassinating
Kyrie.
one of the frontliners like it's nothing. Cutting through him like
Awit,
it's butter.
Kyrie.
ONIC with another pick off here.
Ginagangster.
EVOS Legends so far outclassed.
Well,
Seems like
Ginagangster,
Dreams and
boss.
Hijime, though, they don't want to let this go.
Dinadaan sa
Oh, divine
rotation.
judgment right onto the right target as Kyrie moves forward.
Okay, napatay si
That's
Raisa.
blast stolen away, and that's Brands taken down. Boots
Sakit ni
brings
Boots.
Dreams back to pick up a double kill, and it's ONIC again with all the dubs.
everything going
Yeah.
completely right for the side of ONIC. And even in the mid lane, Taz tries to get something. It might cost his
Sakit
life
ni
though.
Kyrie, oh.
Gets bursted down by Kyrie. And ONIC will maintain
Grabe,
all
boss.
the turrets. And Hijime now is the one
Alam
stuck
nyo guys,
under one.
yung maganda kasi sa ONIC,
Free turret for ONIC.
alam mo yung, kung isipin mo basketball, isipin mo basketball yung laro.
They give the proper respect to EVOS.
Binibigyan nila ng isolate, kumbaga sa lumang basketball, kay na Kobe, kay na LeBron, ahayaan nilang si Kyrie yung gumawa. Kumbaga nagro-rotate sila sa kung ano yung galaw ni Kyrie. Kumbaga kabisado nila yung pattern ng jungling ni Kyrie. Kumbaga isolation play. Naalala nyo dati si Iverson, parang ahayaan siya, ganun. Tapos bibigyan siya ng play. Eh, ano na naman,
Another assassination onto Hijime now.
Grabe!
Kyrie! He gets out.
Pero mo halos lahat ng mga jungler ngayon, utility jungler. Yung sa ONIC, mastery pa rin sila nung assassin jungler.
Discipline, but it still has that
Bechi.
instinct, that killer instinct that we all know and love from ONIC. As Kyrie goes in once
Grabe
again,
si Kyrie, pinagpala.
doesn't get the kill, but the pressure is
Nakita
on
nyo yun yung may
EVOS
picture
now.
siya, may ako siyang pala.
6
Pinagpala
minutes
siya
in,
eh.
almost a 5,000 gold leader, Ashi.
It's 5,000, and if they want to try and turn it around by getting a shutdown, They have I guess it's burst damage available, long range as well with the Predator Airstrike and the Renner's Apathy. But no one is able to set it up.
Isolation
flying around uncontested. Keyboard
Sila lang yung nagaganon yung ONIC lang legit.
There's no way for EVOS to try and effectively use their crowd control.
Mas madalas mga mag-ano si Kyrie, mag-assassin kaysa mag-utility.
Just run around.
Kailangan may tusok eh. Oh.
That's why the Kaja pick, honestly, for ONIC, that was brilliant, right? Because they did have
kumbaga sa mundo ng puro utility na jungler, sabi ni Kyrie, balik nyo yung mga assassin, I got you.
And without the lockdown, with EVOS Legends forcing to pick up the Lolita,
kumbaga alam nila yung galaw nung ikot niya. Kaya ako, masasabi ko, pwede mo na talaga siyang tawagin core.
Deleted. Just deleted. ONIC 5,000 gold
kasi
lead now.
Core talaga siya nung buong foundation ng
EVOS Legends.
team.
Even up top boots, there's nothing that Taz can do. The team doesn't even want to go for it because they need to defend the threat in the bottom lane where CW is going to be able to munch on
parang
the turret.
Easy game 1 eh, no?
Base turret in the 8th minute of the game. Keyboy! Oh, with the Divine Judgment onto Hijime. CW goes on forward. The Bulwark saves it for a bit. But it is inevitable. CW will be able to find that
kill. Muna tayo kape, pre.
Base turret.
Parang game 1
minutes.
Game 1 8 minutes.
It's unreal,
boss.
man. They're just so dominant. Look at how they're positioning. CW and Keyboy, they're just standing in front of 3 members with as if they understand.
Sorry,
and they know
napindot ko.
for sure that EVOS won't do anything. They just stand
Parang
there
game
and say,
number 1, boss.
What's up? What you gonna do? Nothing. They won't do anything. They can't do anything. And CW right now is just taking down these turrets one by one, man.
Oh, but he has to be careful here. Even so, right, the positioning is very important. But Kyrie finds
Aray, ay!
That's a roamer. That's your frontliner. If he's deleted like that, Zanz with the
Bagong
execution
tasa.
actually steals it away, jumps forward.
Best, bagong tasa yung ano.
Sieging the mid lane tier 2
Bagong
down.
tasa yung
They are
espada ni
delegating these
Kyrie.
tasks to people who shouldn't be taking turrets. To
At
people
saka
who
tignan
shouldn't
mo,
be assassins.
tingnan nyo si
But
Kyrie
if you're 8,000
Hindi niya na
gold
tinatakpan
ahead,
yung mukha
you can
niya.
do it, Kyrie!
Kita niya na yung screen.
What?
Yung banks niya ganun na eh.
Hijime, the only man with a kill on the side of EVOS Legends,
Grabe.
has been taken down like that.
Abugbog.
Is that damage? Kyrie going in.
Kita niya na yung screen eh. Dati kasi nakatakip yung mata niya eh. Ngayon kita niya na buo yung screen. Ayun, tignan yung mabuti oh.
They're 2 levels behind. Sans gets a pick.
Divine Judgment as well. That's all the weakness points locked in, but CW does too much damage. Crossbow tag not gonna be ready, but now it's gonna be Kyrie who jumps in. Hijime losing a whole lot of his HP bar. CW taking the ball. Psychot's terrified, so he cannot follow through with
Banya yung pani, boss.
ONIC still very well in control.
Boss, banya yung pani, boss.
Are
Tingin ko
able
lang.
to push them away from that mid lane base turret.
O kailangan magpani Rinitas.
From EVOS Legends, but that's enough. They were asserting their dominance all the way, man.
Sobra naman.
Showing that it doesn't matter.
Sobra ka naman, Kyrie.
We won't let you get that secure. 8.5k gold right now with the Lord available. ONIC isn't even going for it just yet. They want to make sure that whatever they do, it's for maximum value and maximum damage for EVOS Legends. They might try and go for one more.
Natin ng onti audio, boss ah.
Otherwise, they might try and force EVOS Legends to a difficult position.
Mapapashish ka na lang eh, no?
Very quick Lord take
Mapapashish ka na lang.
to the macro play, to the lane pressure again from ONIC, where everything is just so efficient.
Deck guys, Grand Finals to.
Second wasted.
Nope, not
Masasabi nyo na mukhang easy game kasi nga binabalagbag ng ONIC. Pero sa ano to eh, sa moves, sa rotation to eh.
And at this point, it didn't seem like they could contest it either.
Look at the players' gold by Ubea's gold, man. Psychots is the second
Puro
lowest
ONIC.
amount of gold available in this team.
Feeling ko dapat puruan mo si Kyrie kung kalaban mo yung
a
ONIC.
good situation because
Invade kayo.
Psychots is the one
Para sa akin
making
lang
this
ah,
case
invade
happen.
gaming
When he gets
kayo.
ahead, he is able
Kaso
to be
problema,
almost
pag
bolder
in-invade
with
nyo
his
naman,
positioning, with
makaka-farm
his playmaking.
yung kabila
Now
or
that is not available at
poprotektahan.
all. It all comes down to Dreams and Taz.
Paano kaya to?
Into Sans right there, who takes a lot of the damage, but is able to clear the waves.
Lakas ni Kyrie.
Puncture. ONIC with the siege now, with the Lord now marching down bottom lane.
1 2-time champion, boss ah.
They were able to take that base turret down, which means they did not even need a Lord. Now with the Lord, they're able to take the base turret in the mid lane. 11 minutes. Will ONIC try to end the game? CW
Patay
already
merienda.
up top, taking the third.
Patay merienda, boss.
In the 11th minute
Ang
of the
sakit
game.
mo, boss.
Brands with the
CW.
shot, connecting onto CW.
Brands, isa lang oh, Brands.
He's gonna need more than that to take ONIC down, but EVOS Legends live
Isa pa, Brands. Snipe.
for
Oh,
another day.
si Kyrie
I held my
pumapampik.
breath there as Kyrie
Paputik na
went
yan.
for the cables. He doesn't decide to
Pumapampik.
commit.
Pani na pumapampik.
Hovering over EVOS Legends. Taz now with the Thorn Rose able to connect for
Ay,
Keyboy. Tells you where the ball got bomb. It's gonna be
Hindi
Sauce
tumama
with the
yun.
blast onto the back line with CW doing
Ay,
some
maasim,
damage.
maasim,
Kyrie
maasim ni
takes
ONIC.
Taz down. The
Maasim ni
blast
ONIC.
back to respond it over to ONIC.
Nako!
EVOS Legends once again.
Maasim
able to
sarap!
smash the crossbow
Ayun
of
lang.
Tang.
Ay, maasim yan,
Onto
Bes.
Blast, taking him down.
Ay!
Dreams,
Walang
side cuts, and
stun!
Hijime against CW and Sons. They're gonna jump
Yun
in.
lang,
CW's not able to cut away
Bechin.
right now, but
Kaya
Side
ata,
should be able to deal with him.
ubos sila kay Kyrie. Yun pala yun.
Has
Yun pala.
something to say about it. Game 1
Grabe.
for ONIC.
12 minutes
No sweat.
into the grand finals.
Bes,
Mirko
no
Arashi.
sweat.
12 minutes.
This is supposed to be the two
Grabe.
toughest, best teams in the playoffs.
Wala na,
and
parang
ONIC
ano na.
made it look
Pwede
beyond
na ilista
easy.
ata to, boss.
What was that, man? At every single turn, they just had full control.
Pwede na ata
At
ilista,
the end,
boss.
they lost 2 members. It doesn't matter.
Pwede na
2v3,
ilista.
2v4. We'll take those fights. We'll outclass you completely. And just, you talked about Goni.
Grabe
saying
yung
that
Goni.
ONIC sets the tone with the first game. That's the tone of
Yun
the
na talaga
situation.
yun ang masasabi ko
EVOS is in
yung
for a lot of trouble.
ONIC. Binalik nila yung assassin.
Get over that.
Sa mundo ng puro utility ngayon na parang for almost 3 years utility jungler na simula nung season 9.
In game number 1.
Bumabalik yung assassin na galawan. Yung pass
That was
hands.
so clean.
Grabe.
You got a
Kyrie
base
Esports.
in the 8th minute.
Yan.
Without a Lord.
Tignan yung mabuti yan si Yeba.
My God.
You talk about
Tignan yung
dominance,
mabuti
but
si Yeba.
again, at every
Magki-creep
single
walk
turn,
yan.
there was nothing that EVOS can do. And of course, you can say, oh, it's all due to the drafts. But you can't
Hindi
deny
ko kinaya,
the
guys.
execution, right? The
Hindi ko
foresight, the
kinaya
protection.
si Kyrie.
Everything EVOS was doing, you saw
Putik
that
na yan.
ONIC already knew. They were already prepared, and they just counter it just like that. Like
Sige
it's a
boy,
right game.
grabe Tsaka si
Man,
Sans, mga
game
SEA
highlight
Games.
right here. Domination in 3 lanes.
Kikitaan
ONIC
tayo sa SEA
defeats
Games,
EVOS
boss.
in game number 1.
Buti na lang talaga Pinoy si Kyrie, no?
Kyrie just having a blast, man. He's
Buti
just
na lang
smiling
talaga Pinoy si
all the
Kyrie.
way.
What if
Son of
kung
Annie,
Indonesian si
without a lot of
Kyrie,
suppressions
yung SEA
available
Games,
for his
malamang
opponent.
kukunin siya.
Man, he was having a field day. That final sequence though,
Buti na lang
diving
Pinoy.
right in front of your fountain, in front of your base, nowhere is safe, man, when ONIC is on a roll.
What do you do, man? I think EVOS
Bes,
definitely,
isipin nyo
you know,
mabuti kung Indonesian si Kyrie,
There's
di
way
pasok
too
na siya
much
sa
there.
SEA Games.
Lolita, Lancelot.
Buti
when
na lang
Fanny
Pinoy.
was wide open, at least the Kufra. I mentioned it, maybe Fanny and Kufra.
Okay, merienda muna
Think
tayo.
away as
Merienda,
well,
merienda,
right? And
merienda.
it's a stopper in case Kyrie wants to go for an
Walan tayo
assassin,
ng
but
tubig, boss. Tsaka ng
they're
tinapay.
just right there. No
Diyan lang kayo, guys, ha?
At least
Walan
the
tayo
Kufra,
tubig.
No, they went for Lance and Lolita.
Bitchin!
On the Fanny.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Because even after that first phase, I was like,
Bitchin!
wait, right?
Wait.
Fanny's open. Fanny can be picked up by ONIC here.
Na-open yung
But
pan,
they still double
pinasgit.
down with the Lancelot and
Wala nga.
the Lolita pick. Okay, I don't really blame them not picking up the Fanny, but even if they did want to commit onto the Lancelot,
Lagay natin chat nyo, lagay natin chat.
exactly. Why not Kufra
Shoutout sa mga
instead?
nanonood sa FB guys, pero yung ipipicture nating chat is yung sa
You
YouTube.
can say that maybe they're concerned about the fact that Kaja was open, and Kaja was picked by ONIC.
Buti na lang talaga, Pinoy si Kyrie.
And Fanny, you could pick both if you really want to.
Buti na lang,
Maybe
Pinoy
those
ka,
other players that
Kyrie!
really fit into the composition.
May SEA Games
But
pa!
man, overall, you can see that the way ONIC was playing, it's never about what we usually expect. Oh, a big team fight initiation and then objectives. They just kept moving back and forth, and EVOS was just confused, right? Are they going in? Are they not? We have no idea. Before you know it, Kyrie shows up, and your
Guys,
backliner
kukuha lang ako
gets
ng
completely
inumin
deleted.
at saka
So the way they're
makakain
playing
na.
this
Diyan
game
lang
is
kayo,
just
diyan lang kayo.
So
Sunod pa tayo.
mental heavy, right? For EVOS, you gotta be
Yan
so
lang kayo.
mentally drained, just wondering
Grabe, boss.
when is the next engagement gonna
Yan lang,
happen? Is CW gonna just run at us 1v3? It might just happen with the way ONIC was playing. So when you have all those concerns coming up, look at the map control, man. EVOS were unable to contest anything. They were unable to send anyone in the front, and then eventually, bit by bit, it began with one person, but every single member on EVOS got shut down, got put behind, and when you don't have any items, you cannot contest. You're just so behind that there's no real way of winning.
They couldn't rely on Brands either, right? At that late stage of the game, because, like, honestly, Brands had the items. Brands had the Malefic Roar, Brands already had the BOD. He was ready to dish out the damage, but it wasn't enough. One Renner hit still onto CW. He was still able to regenerate through it, and the itemization honestly was brilliant, right? CW nearly got taken down in the last stage, but he bought that Rose Gold Meteor.
It's just so smart coming from CW. He is just so aware of the situations. But keep in mind, Brands, okay, he can do damage. Good for you, buddy. There's an 11-0 Fanny just walking around, zooming around. And again, when Kyrie isn't going in as the first member or as the second member, just waiting around in the wings, it effectively means that Dreams and the Lolita cannot commit to try and use the Numinant Blast or his stun in a decisive fashion. So when they keep moving like that, they just can't go for the engage, and instead, Keyboy is the one that will find an opportunity, a moment of weakness from EVOS Legends and get one of the important backline members. It's just such a smart way of playing around in the game. It's supplemented by a great drafting phase for sure, but even there, you look at Cyclone's items, Bloodlust Axe and Dominance Eyes. That is not enough, man. Keep in mind, Sans is still on his signature Valentina pick, so if you only have physical defense and Bloodlust Axe, you're gonna get bursted down, buddy. Sans is not gonna let you live. So he wasn't unable to get a single Bravest Fighter off. None that at least none that actually made a huge impact. He was zoned up completely.
Got two players with signature phrases. It's Gila Sans, which means Sans is insane, and Kyrie Galing, which means Kyrie's good. Or I think insane as well. I don't know.
I think it's
I'm
insane,
not Filipino, but I think it's insane. Anyways, what the heck? On two signature picks, those phrases literally come to life. Kyrie was absolutely Galing, and Sans was Gila.
He was just walking around, and you don't see him trade hits, right? There's a Farsight in this game, and there's a Valentina. You would think that those members will be doing a lot more damage, you know, when things are stagnating, when they're dancing around the objectives and all that. But Kyrie on the Fanny doesn't matter, buddy. He just take everything, and in true fashion, CW still the gold laner with just such a solid performance, almost a 900 gold per minute. And Keyboy on the Kaja, still 9 assists, even though he is not as dynamic. He's not a Kufra. They can just constantly engage again and again. And as a result, you can see that the stats are pretty one-sided, man. Total turret rate for ONIC, like only 2 turrets available for EVOS Legends, and even then, it doesn't even matter. They just forced into their base, and ONIC just stood right in front of them, and there's nothing they can do.
There wasn't.
Ang maganda dito.
I don't even really know what to say about that, right? Because
yeah, we just keep saying that they're dominant. Like, the audience probably knows that as well.
Maganda
and there was so many moments where
Sans,
right? Sans made so many moments happen, and giving Sans a hero that's as flexible as a Valentina, the creativity, it's too risky, honestly, for EVOS.
You saw that. He stole away the Numinant Blast, and immediately, everyone from EVOS backed away. Like, oh, he's gonna do it.
Exactly.
He always does it. Why would he not do it now? That fear of the unpredictability of ONIC is really eating away at EVOS Legends. And looking at the gold curve right here, we speak of consistency. Look at that smooth curve, man. Not a single switch in tempo. Not a single real big pickoff for EVOS to get anything back. Everything just goes smooth sailing as planned for ONIC.
Man, that just... Because usually when we see a gold curve, it has those ups and downs, right? But that was just landslide. Show us landslide. There you go. It was just...
How's that landslide?
Oh, man. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Kyrie Galing, 1102, 821 GPM, a KP of 76%. But that is your MVP by the Samsung Galaxy A series here for the first game.
Man.
11-0-2, man. I think...
Feeling nyo ba
there's no one who doubted this. Everybody expected Kyrie to get the MVP here. Arashi, even his itemization towards the end, showing so much respect with the blade armor, right? Despite them being ahead that much, he still kept on going with the defensive items, with the smart items, I would say.
Looking at the heat map for his performance right there, he is just all over, man. When Kyrie is on a hero with mobility, like the Fanny, like the Ling, you can expect that the heat map is going to be very thinly distributed because he is just so active. Looking at some of the
Para sa akin,
highlights right
sila yung
here,
Omega ng
you can see that for ONIC, they
Indo
always just
ngayon.
stand there and wait for the right engagement. It's the right engagement or no engagement at all. They have the presence of mind to realize, okay,
Pero
fine,
ganito
if this is
tayo,
not
ganito,
ideal,
ganito.
we just
Dahil
back away.
dahil
We'll
nanay.
find the next one. They have that confidence in their performance,
Ulit no?
and that is just scary, man. At every turn, you just know that they're going to win the fight
tutang-tuta
when they
na ako
begin
kanina
it.
pa
You
eh.
have to wait and see the conclusion. And right here, CW,
Tutang-tuta
look at
na
this.
ako kanina pa,
Where's
pero
the
kailangan
respect?
natin
You're
panoorin
supposed to
to
be
eh.
a gold laner that is so vulnerable, that could be bursted down.
Shoutout dyan sa
And here
FB
he
chat.
does not care at all. They took away the first
Go
base
guys,
turret,
mag-chat
and
kayo dyan.
afterwards,
Mag-usap, ano na
they just
tayo,
wait around. And
analyze
before you
natin
know it,
yung laban.
it's Kyrie picking someone off.
Sabay-sabay tayo
Before you know it,
mag-analyze.
it's a divine judgment that kicks off the whole team fight.
Ako
It's
kasi
just that,
analysis
like
ko
that.
laging basic
Santi,
lang eh.
when using the Numeral Blast right there, there's just so many things to keep in mind, to pay attention to, that you simply cannot do it all at the same time.
Mas
And
lumakas
ONIC
mga team
definitely
ngayon, mas
understands
mahirapan
that
ibang bansa.
aspect of this
True,
game,
true, true.
the mental
Agree ako
aspect.
Man, like, I don't really
Samsung
want to
pa yan,
count
ha?
EVOS Legends out just yet,
Shoutout
right?
sa
Because
Samsung.
that was kind
Sinasabi
of a
ko lang
similar
na
game
Samsung
that we
pa yan
saw
kasi
yesterday against Alter Ego. Sure,
maraming
it wasn't
mga
as
Pinoy
dominant
na
because
sanay sa
this is
iPhone.
ONIC we're talking about, but it was kind of the same story. And Alter Ego were able to do it twice in
Para
a
sa
row.
akin, nakaka-apekto
So,
talaga yung
EVOS,
equipment.
talking about their mentality, they have proven to us 2 times in a row that they have what it takes. So, coming into this next game, we do expect EVOS Legends to
Pero hindi dapat siya
continue to
excuse
adapt,
para sa akin.
right,
Kumbaga,
to their opponents.
kung player ka, kahit ano
Question
dapat.
is,
Yun yung
can
akin.
they?
Personal ko yun ha,
Well, we'll see,
personal.
man. They've been a team that has been
Pero
able
totoo
to
kasi
make
na
awesome comebacks happen
malaking
again
bagay
and
ng
again.
equipment.
And that reminds
And
me of the
props
awesome
sa
phones
Indonesia.
that we do
Kasi
have
kaya
in front
nila
of us.
Android,
This is
kaya nila
the
iOS.
Samsung
Galing.
S23 5G equipped with the fastest
Pero mas magaling
processor
tayo,
technology,
ha?
4 nanometer
Wala eh.
Snapdragon, 8 Gen 2, 4 Galaxy,
Kahit ano
a
ba, mas
large
magaling
RAM
tayo.
of up to
Stats,
12 gigabytes of
Stats
memory
not tayo,
of up
guys.
to 1 terabyte. The screen is dynamic AMOLED 2X with a 120
Bilangin mo,
hertz
M2
refresh
bread,
rate. The
M3
battery of
blacklist,
5,000
diba?
mAh, meaning you guys don't need it charged
MSC,
when you're
XE,
pushing rank
MSC,
In the
RSG,
pre-show,
at all.
if you guys watch a
M4,
pre-show,
Echo,
you
Blacklist,
can
Finance.
try to hack into the
That's
Samsung phones. You
Echo.
try to, you know, maybe set something
Stats
up there,
don't
maybe
lie,
to
bro.
make EVOS get a few more games against ONIC, but hey,
Pero commendable yung
it's Samsung, bro. It's that good.
pag-switching
You
ng
might
ano.
as well call it an awesome phone
Ng
because
Indo.
that's
Personally,
exactly what it is. With the Eterna specs that she mentioned.
Exactly.
I think
Mahirap
it's time for you
talaga.
guys to just buy
Mahirap,
it. How do you
mahirap.
buy an Eterna?
Pag hindi ka
How do
sanay
you
sa
buy it,
equipment.
Arashi?
Check out the
Kahit
e-commerce,
din naman
man.
sa
Go to
PC games,
samsung.com/ID.
That's all you need to
There's
do.
great promos, there's great
Promos?
listings, and this is all.
Kaso
This,
pag
it's not even the
nakalaro ka na,
only
nandun
phone.
ka
They have
na.
better. They have something
Kunyari
that could fit
naglalaro
your
ka na,
other
wala ka
needs.
ng
So
choice.
it's just something
Peace
for
pogi ka
everyone.
nandun dapat.
At this point, they should
Kumbaga,
rebrand, man.
papanindigan
Just
mo na.
call your phone awesome. Samsung. What does that mean? Awesome just
Awesome.
gets it
Samsung
straightforward
means
right there.
awesome. That's why it's so good.
It's synonymous.
It's synonymous. It's absolutely. And right now, ONIC are looking like Samsung. They're looking awesome with their Samsung
Boss, wag kayo
mechanics.
mag-ano,
Kyrie,
mag-spam sa
the
chat.
notorious Samsung Ling, now Samsung Fanny.
Samsung Fanny, man, his mechanics
I
are
am
so
Legend sa
golden.
shoutout kita, wag ka lang
Samsung
mag-spam sa
should
chat.
claim him, dude.
Baka
It's
maban
almost
ka
like
ng
everything he
admin.
touches turns to gold.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And he touched, I think,
Ayun,
a
binantaan
Mia
ng
necklace
admin.
I
once.
think he did. I think he did.
And a Eudora ring.
Eudora ring,
Or bracelet, I mean.
and there's, I think he touched some vouchers as well.
Oh my god, everything he touches turns to gold, and it's on UBS Gold. Go ahead and buy it right now, guys. The collaboration that Rashi has been waiting for 6
Finally.
weeks for
Since
is
week
finally
1.
out in the playoffs. And we called it. It's going to be out in the playoffs. And
Malakas
it's
Indo,
amazing. I
guys.
think it's worth the wait.
It really was.
It's really cool, man. If you
Buti na lang
wanna
talaga Pinoy si Kai.
flex in style and maybe show the people around you
Ay,
like, yeah, you are a
buti na lang,
Mobile Legends
Pinoy ka,
kind of guy
boss.
or kind of girl, right? Get this. Why not? It looks
Kundi,
stylish as heck, man.
Yung
And if
SEA
you guys
Games.
want to get your hands
SEA
on
Games
the
committee.
gold, the drip, go ahead and come to the
na.
venue,
Teka,
check out their
babalik ko lang
booth,
to.
or you guys can check it out
Timpla
at
tayong tsaa.
ubeslifestyle.com, and of course, Ubes Lifestyle e-commerce. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, back to game number 2. So far, ONIC are leading 1-0 with a dominant game number 1.
You know what's crazy when a dominant game is an understatement. Like that is not
That's
that doesn't
true.
do it justice.
It
That was
doesn't.
a stomp of all stomps. If you thought the stomp they did in the regular season was a stomp, it's not as stompy as this. And maybe they need to get some more points here in the series to make it closer.
I think they do. That reminds me, actually, of the Indomart Point Coup membership application that you guys can totally check out as well.
EVOS nomination
because it
ba,
provides
ano?
a lot of benefits for your shopping needs.
What kind of
Sa
benefits?
PH,
Exactly. You guys can gather the
mahirap
points,
i-call yung sa
accumulate it,
PH, guys.
and you guys
Pero
can
willing akong
actually
sabihin yung top
utilize
3 ko
it
ngayon.
for
It's either
free
Bren, Echo, or
products,
Blacklist.
exclusive
What?
gifts, and
Rewards.
various
Ayan,
other
ayan,
attractive
pwede nyo akong
promos
i-ano
too.
i-quote.
What?
Ang
Why
top
not? I mean, everyone
3,
goes
Nostra
to
ko
Indomart,
hindi
right?
magkakasunod
They have
yun
just so many
Triangle
things,
yun,
and it's always
triangle.
so conveniently placed, man.
Bren,
There's something
Echo, or
about
Blacklist.
their planning where they put their franchises,
pwedeng
but it's
mag-champ
always
ngayon. Para sa
right
akin
there when
ba?
you need it. So I go there quite often.
In
'cause,
terms of
I'm
storyline,
the needs, and I
magme-make
take advantage
sense kung
of the point
kasama ang
system.
Bren sa top 2.
Because why not? It's
Kasi
value.
Bren ang
It
CDs
is
natin
value.
eh.
So you guys can
So
really check
magme-make
that
sense
out
yun
through
para sa
the
kwento nila.
application.
Sa
Become
Echo,
a member,
magme-make
and of
sense
course,
din.
always
Kasi
use
Echo
Indomart
yung
Point
M4.
Goo.
Go ahead and check it out,
M4
ladies and
champs
gentlemen.
eh.
Even
Kumbaga,
here in the
world
venue,
champs ka, tas talo
even
ka,
here,
diba?
you can go
May make
to
sense
Indomart.
din.
There's
Sa Blacklist,
everything you need.
magme-make
there's a
sense
stand,
pa eh.
there's a truck.
Kasi defending
There's a truck
champion
at the
sila
front.
eh.
There's a
Good truck,
truck.
yeah, technically.
Last
We
year,
got an
kumbaga, ang
Indomart
defending
truck
champion
outside
on
there,
paper,
and
Blacklist.
Guess what? Speaking
Echo,
of
world
trucks,
champion. So yung
Trucks,
tatlo,
what do they
yung
do?
tatlo yung
They
feeling kong
move things.
magme-make sense.
Yeah, they carry
na
things.
Oh, they carry things.
mag-champion.
and right now,
In
ONIC,
terms of storyline. Unless biglang may
Absolutely
surprisahin
carry.
tayo ng RSG,
By?
diba? O Omega,
By
o
me.
ONIC.
By you.
By who? By you.
by Miracle.
By
Yung
Mirko.
NXPE nga eh, pwede
Because
pa
did you
makahabol
not
eh.
see the talent prediction in game number 1?
Oh.
Ooh.
So
Man,
it's back to the curse, huh?
I don't know. It's really convenient for me.
Yeah, it's
I
always
can-
like you're never wrong. It's always like, oh, it's a curse, it's
Yeah.
a bless.
Well, they started it, so we just go with it.
Kaya
Here's
share
an
nyo yung
audience
stream natin
comment,
ha,
though.
pag nag-game na para
ONIC is too
masaya
strong.
tayo.
That's true. I
That's
don't
very true.
deny that, Arashi.
How would you?
Walang no
What are you
choice
gonna
eh.
bring up as a
I would only
counterpoint?
say that they're bad just to make Goni upset. That's all. But it's not true.
Tama yung
I'm just saying
pinag-usapan
it to
ng
make
mga
him
caster,
upset.
ONIC too strong, gagawin ako
Goni,
dun, boss.
Goni gets very heated about these things.
I know. That's why it's fun.
Like, what you say?
Exactly.
They're
But my
13-1.
My people?
Then,
Undefeated in
then
the
he'd be
playoffs
like,
right now.
at least we're in the playoffs. And I'd be like,
Yeah, he
okay,
won't-
you
he
know
won't
what? I'll
shut
just
up
go
about
home
it.
It
now.
goes with the low blows, and unfortunately for all of us here, it works
Exactly.
because, hey,
Mute ko na
none of
ba
our
yun?
teams made it here,
Oh
ladies
my
and
god,
gentlemen.
you're right.
Pain.
Bigatron, Aura, RQ, they're all gone.
Mic check, mic
You
check.
know, I
Rinig
think
ba
Aura
ako?
were gone a bit late,
Well,
a bit
Okay na ba yung
sooner.
audio, boss?
But
Always
yeah,
there in our hearts, though.
there you go. Always in Eterna's hearts, at least.
Game na, game na, game na, game na!
Well,
Nice.
back on point though. Second
Game
game.
na!
Man,
Joke
which
lang.
team would
Ganun
you
pala yung
consider at first
nararamdaman.
glance to be better? Like, is it the team?
Pag ganyan pala kami, kunyari ganyan
always
kami
dominates
nagsasalita,
and
no?
never
Ganun din
loses?
pala yung
Or is it
sinasabi
the
nyo, no?
team
Game
that
na.
has always been able to come back from a 2-0 deficiency. You know, because both are
Now I know.
technically, great claims to
Now I know,
their
guys.
skill, right?
True.
I think who's better is the team that wins. And right now,
Pero
ONIC
napakahusay
gave
ni
3-0
Mirko,
EVOS
napakahusay
Legends,
ni
That's the
Eterna,
in the
napakahusay
performance
ni
that we saw
Arash.
earlier, it is looking like another 4-0. Here though, you guys can go ahead and support ONIC and EVOS
Yung about sa phone,
Legends
guys,
as
isa
our
lang ang masasabi ko dyan.
representative for MSC
Kahit ano pang
2023
gamitin mo,
for
as long as
Indonesia.
nananalo ka, hindi
Hashtag
nagmamatter yan.
Team Indonesia.
Yun
T1
lang yun.
Indonesia.
A game is a game.
Team
But
Indonesia.
the I is a one.
Diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Don't get that wrong, guys.
that's how you spell team in
Totoo
Indonesia.
yun na may kinalaman yung
T1M
equipment. Totoo yun.
Indonesia.
Totoo yun.
Team in-
Pero,
Team
at the end of the day, a game is a game. Manalo,
So,
may,
right now,
you either win some, you lose
official,
some.
right, for Indonesia.
Ganun yun. So kahit
It's
ano
not
pa,
for
kahit
MSC.
kung mala Android
What about the
ka,
other regions?
mala iOS ka,
Not yet. Because
no
we're
judgment.
Yeah, we are
No
the first.
judgment yun.
Alright.
We're now.
Kanya-kanyang ano yan,
For
prefer.
now, wait,
We're
they're
the
gonna
first.
change.
Kanya-kanyang
They're
trip
gonna
yan.
change, Mirko.
Usually, I believe
At the end of the day,
MPLSG
it's either you
ends
win, it's either you lose,
a
bro.
little bit
Yan ang
earlier,
kwento.
and we know the representatives already. MPL ID is like towards the end, I would say. Even last year,
Yeah, that's true.
we got it like one of the last ones to get our MSC representatives was Indonesia.
Alam ko na ang
I think
pakiramdam ng
Philippines was the
nanonood.
Last one. They were the last, but yeah, that's why I said
Alam
for
ko na.
now, but it can't change again in the future.
Next
depending on how
time,
the
pag
schedule
nandito kami,
changes.
sasabihin ko, start nyo na to!
Alright. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what goes on there.
Sasabihin ko talaga yun sa cast.
This
Yung mga
year.
nanonood dyan, sayang ang data. Start nyo na to!
It's gonna be fun. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are moments away of entering game number 2 here. Just another recap.
Tira,
1-0
tira.
for ONIC, the yellow
Ay, napindot ko.
porcupines.
Sorry.
And I gotta ask you, Arashi, right? As the analyst, did anything go wrong in terms of the drafting phase for EVOS?
I think for EVOS, on paper it makes sense. They have good team fight, like you mentioned.
Tama.
Numeran Blast.
Kuya Pak.
They have.
Kung kahit
they
ano
also
pa
have some
gamit
big
mo, pag
tricks. They
magaling
have
ka,
good
magaling
airstrike.
ka. Yun na talaga
But
yun.
this is ONIC striking again with their unique approach. Oh, you like team fights, we won't give you one. We just avoid every single one of them. We have tools to avoid it, right? And the way we
Good
position
afternoon,
ourselves is also in such a
Honey
way that
Bunch.
if you really want to go for a fight, which EVOS tried, by the way, one of those moments in the first game, they went
Shoutouts
all in
to our
try and get a
international
desperate
viewers.
fight. And ONIC just
I hope
completely
that you
cut it
guys
away. It's almost
can
like
bear with
they
me.
position themselves far away.
If
so
there are
EVOS
international
needs to
viewers out
overextend
there,
to
shoutouts
even
to you
begin the
guys.
fight. So once EVOS does that, ONIC needs to pull back.
I need
only
to
a very
speak
small
in
amount.
Tagalog,
EVOS is completely
you know?
off guard. So the positioning and how
To
they're
cater
able
to our Pinoy
force
audience.
EVOS
Ayos
into
ba
this
yan?
situation is just so good. Because keep in mind, for a lot of teams, the easy solution is to pressure your team, the opponents, towards a neutral objective or a turret, right? Because if you don't want to fight, we take your objective. But for ONIC, there was no time at all where EVOS was able to set up and push the waves and threaten.
Sino
those
ang pambato ko
objectives.
sa
And keep
MEC?
in mind, the first
Tatlo.
was also
Tatlo
not
lang
traded
ang
for
feeling ko
anything
pwede.
at all. So that is also something that EVOS can try and amend right here.
Right now,
If they're trying
sa
to get something
status ng
and you're
MPL,
not
tatlo
allowed
top
to go
dog
for a
ko.
fight, at least get something else on the other side
Bren,
of the map.
Echo,
I think
Black
Coach Age
Leaves.
will definitely have some
In
plans
no particular
to try and
order
amend
yun,
the
ah.
situation ever so slightly.
But how do they do that, right? Because coming back to your point,
Ngayon,
that first
hindi,
the
meron,
problem was
sige.
Leeds was forced to
Para sa akin, strongest
recall,
chemistry
right?
ngayon,
And that kind
Bren.
of shifted that momentum onto
Strongest
ONIC.
chemistry.
Somehow, Valentina Sanz was able to chunk Dream so low that he had to recall, and therefore,
Sa akin,
he didn't end up
mechanically
setting
gifted,
up
Echo.
for that turtle.
Yung 5, mechanically
And then
gifted.
after that,
Yung
it
blacklist,
felt like
talagang
were able to
blacklist, may
control
sarili laro, ganun. Pag
just the
na-trap
entire
ka nila sa laro
direction
nila,
of the
tapos
games.
ka.
Like you mentioned, they're so good
Yun
at
na.
reading the
Ayos
opponent's
ba yung
gameplay and
analysis
avoiding what
natin,
they
guys?
want.
Basic
So
lang,
coming
basic lang
here
tayo mag-analyze
into
eh.
game number 2,
Bakit
honestly,
ba
I feel like EVOS need to think
See
of
value in me?
more
Wala na akong tsaa.
dimensions to their
You
draft.
sure?
They
Gusto
can't
mo
go
manood na,
for
ano?
one
Manood ako
goal.
na, ano?
Let's say go for team fight
Nandito yung mga
heavy.
pinsan ko eh.
Because
Shoutout
ONIC
kay Cedric
are
tsaka
so
kay
good at
Francis.
outmaneuvering
Okay, ito na,
that
kuha lang tsaa.
situation. But here we go. ONIC with the first pick, EVOS with the second, as they have swapped sides here for game number 2. Claude Faramis going to be the choice of ban here for ONIC. Meanwhile, EVOS go for the Joy and the Fredrin ban.
There you go. Same exact bans as game number 1, right? Even though they've swapped sides, EVOS and ONIC are going to go for the same exact bans. I mean, man, ONIC, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're taking it to another level. Claude Faramis and Minsatar, and it is going to be the 1-1 respected over this time. It's so strange to see a 1-1 ban in the playoffs because of how bad the 1-1 win rate has been. But hey, if it's CW, we mentioned it, you gotta ban it away, and ONIC now will not be able to pick it up.
Game na,
But they
game
still
na,
have
game
a
na.
chance to pick up that Valentina. And on that note, Eterna, as you mentioned, what can they do? Get some
Tira-tira
weak
dulce
here.
na. Malag
Get
ba
some
yung stream,
more
guys?
reliable crowd control. So even if you want to go for a good team fight crowd control, you need to make sure that the hero is also flexible enough
Open
to
ba
try
yung
and go for
ban?
pickoffs, for example.
So, ang first
Just
two
example
bans,
why Onyx
Joy
is banning
Fredrin
away
sa
the
kanan.
Mincetar, for example, a hero that can do more than just one
Bilisan,
thing. That
bibig.
flexibility is something that
Baya
heroes
mo
can
ulit,
definitely
boss.
use
Or Brody.
against a team that's so crafty.
Mamaya, Brans.
But this is going to be the signature
Ay, Claude.
Melissa picked up by CW
Ay, ban.
by Onyx.
Putik binan.
You take the 1-1 away,
ganda
but
pala
you
nung
completely
ban sa
forget about the
Mincetar.
Melissa, the hero that
Alam ba't ang
definitely
ganda ng
gives
ban sa
Brands
Mincetar?
nightmares, right? The last
Ang
time they
daming,
met,
ang dami kasing
2v1.
dash ng mga hero ni
Melissa,
Kyrie. So
CW
perfect
was
na binaban
able
ng
to
ONIC.
beat
Sabi ni
Brands,
respect na natin
surviving
tong
as well.
Mincetar na to.
So now
Trip.
what does
Laging
EVOS
nananalo
want?
Ibos
Against
dyan eh.
a Melissa, no Claude. They can go for the Beatrix in the third pick, but I think the Farsa and the Lapu should come through here for EVOS again, and it will.
Man, on
Ayun na
point
naman,
there.
Lapu,
Farsa and the
Farsa.
Lapu Lapu is going to be the choice
Parehas
once
lang.
again for EVOS, which leaves the
Parang
Valentina
parehas lang,
opened up
Kuis.
for ONIC to pick up. We saw that the Farsa
Parang
has
parehas
been a
lang.
really good pick so
Shout
far
out sa
during the
Palawan.
playoffs, but
Shout out.
with the Valentina on the other side,
Galing ako dyan.
the
Nakapunta ako dyan one
has
time sa Palawan eh.
more flex
2018.
potential, more creativity when it comes down to
Kadi.
it.
Ninakaw
It is
yung
more
Kadi.
trial, honestly, at this
Yung
point. But
Dreams.
ONIC here, they go for a
So, ban
different,
Mincetar sila,
completely
tapos
a
na
different
Kadi.
route here. They go for the Kadita instead. It can be flexed
720
between
lang ba yung
Suns as
stream
well as
natin?
Keyboy.
HD
That
yan,
just
boss.
adds another layer that EVOS need to read out.
This is one of the most annoying things from ONIC, man. This Kadita pick, able to be put in so many situations.
Choco,
They
Bluey
go for the
Choco.
glue as well, because keep in mind, Boots on that glue was able to pressure very, very hard. But
Walang pitik.
ONIC can very easily flex this around, and now EVOS are the ones just concerned. What do they want to do? What can they get right now? Are they gonna predict correctly? one more pick right here, and I think they want to get something with some crowd control, because Glue and Kadira, you need something to shut down the movement of both these heroes.
I think Miracle mentioned picking up the Beatrix here.
Oy, naglag.
Here.
Sorry guys,
First
naglag.
phase before it gets eliminated by ONIC through the second. I think that's the wisest plan.
Shoutouts from Bulacan.
But even then, the Beatrix is so susceptible to that dive coming in from the Kadira.
Sa tingin mo makaya sa
So
EVOS sa
go for a
PhD.
Diggy instead.
Oo, lahat to malakas
There
eh.
you go. Instead of going for crowd control and counter engage,
Masasabi ko
just
tayo
go for
pinakamalakas
the
sa country sa
security,
MLBB,
the
pero hindi
safety.
natin
This
pwede
Diggy was
maliitin ng
banned
mga,
as a final ban.
lalo na Indo.
Game number
Kahit nga
one.
Malaysia, hindi
Now,
pwede maliitin
without
eh.
the chance for ONIC to get an easy initiation, the tables are kind of turned ever so slightly here with this Diggy pick. But now we get into the banning phase, and we'll see what these coaches really think.
Oy, ang ganda ng Diggy.
Should be the Valentina band that comes through here for
So
EVOS
open na
Legends.
naman yung
Really picking up
Pani
the
kaya,
Diggy,
isa
massive
pa.
ultimate that I believe they do not want to give over to ONIC, knowing that the Kadita is still a very good flex pick. It has
Parang
to be
iba
banned out here.
yung way ng
Maybe
pag-pick-in ba
for
ng
ONIC,
Indo, no?
It should just be
Sa
respect
Pinas
towards
kasi
fans.
nare-read ko eh. Dito hindi.
Right?
Ayan na, binaban si Kyrie.
Maybe Beatrix.
Binaban na
Or-
si Haya.
Okay, the Beatrix comes through. Do they want to double down on it though? Do they want to go for the carry? Because I
Binaban si
honestly
Brands.
feel like
So
if you have
bibigay
a player as
Brody.
good as CW on the Melissa, let the carry go. Let him bully the carry. Give him this lane.
Tsaka tayo dyan
For
guys.
EVOS,
Tsaka.
they go for the Hayabusa first, but the Valentina really needs to be
Share
respected
nyo yung stream
here.
natin mga
The
lods.
Haya, sure, but this is, they need to go for it, right?
Right now,
At pala in-invite natin dito si
there is still the
Bonchan
Fanny
eh,
wants
no? Si
to get up in
Bonchan,
the air.
analyst lord eh.
If ONIC want to go
Si Coach.
full pick off full dive, then they can go with the Fanny, but EVOS are gonna opt to ban
Shoutout sa
out
Los
this
Baños,
time around.
Laguna.
Yeah,
Laguna.
they say no thanks, man. So right now, without the signature Fred
Shoutout
pick,
po sa inyo, Kimil
it seems to be a
Kapili.
very aggressive composition still.
Kelra or
It might
Benny,
be
mahirap
Lancelot
sabihin
is
boss, parehas
available,
malakas.
but EVOS can pick that away first, so
Mas
we'll see
maganda
what
lang
ONIC goes
chemistry
for
ng
here.
Echo.
Will be another assassin. Not will be assassin for sure. I think it's gonna be.
Kasi kahit gaano kakagaling na gold, kung
If they really want to. I was gonna say
hindi
golden,
maganda
but
chemistry mo
Akai,
sa
Van
kampi
the Way,
mo,
ensuring that they can get the pickoffs they want.
matatalo't
There won't be a
matatalo. So
pesky
stronger yung chemistry
Panda
ng
just like
Echo.
absorbing damage, spinning around, purifying the crowd control, and getting away.
Boss, kailangan natin lagay yan. Sponsors natin yan eh. Yung nasa lower right eh. Okay na yan. Tasties na lang.
They can go for a carry, which I think makes
Fredrin
the most sense. I
yan,
don't
yung
think you wanna
binan.
go for the Brody
Fredrin.
here in
At
this
saka
game. You can bring the Purify
Joy.
with the carry.
Fredrin
you
Joy
can
yan,
shred with the
Fredrin.
Clue. They will go for the Martyrs first though. Again, just securing a proper hero into the jungle. A hero that can look for these contests. ONIC with the response. Valentina could be picked up with the jungler. Now,
Tingin
the
mo boss,
jungler is
makakapasok
what's
RSG sa
gonna be
playoffs?
interesting here. I
Oo,
think
kaya
the
kailangan
easiest
nila
route
one
for
win eh.
ONIC would just be Lance.
1 or 2.
Yeah, the Lance
Pero pag
can work,
natalo
absorb
sila ng
damage,
sunod-sunod,
pressure the
nako,
backline
kailangan nilang
members,
kabahan.
Considering this a very vulnerable Farsa and potentially one more vulnerable gold laner. But
Mga artists, crackling.
we'll see what they want to do, because I feel like if they go for the Valentina, this also sets them up for a very squishy composition and can be very easily
Artist
punished by the feather
crackling,
airstrikes by the Martyrs. So we go.
Lancelot na naman.
And the Hilda actually.
Ah,
So they
Hilda,
want
sila
to
pa
get a
yung-
lot more tankiness, and this is gonna be
Sila
a
pa yung
mid lane
na-counter.
Kadita.
Kinounter
Alright,
yung
so the
Diggy
Hilda
nung
and the
Hilda.
Lancelot here gonna be the pickup.
Ah,
for
wala nang
ONIC.
isa-isa yung Diggy
Very
ata.
interesting
Di.
pick for the Hilda.
Pag may Diggy, tapos yung
Can and
jungler
should
nyo,
be
assassin,
able to
easy
rush
kill yun sa...
out
Easy kill eh.
time bombs of the Diggy and put some pressure onto the Forza in that back line. EVOS, however, they're gonna respond with a
Moskov.
Moskov.
Ooh, first time in the playoffs. We haven't seen the Moskov at all in the playoffs,
Parang-
and here it is, ladies and
Parang
gentlemen.
2-0 ata.
No carry. Moskov into a Melissa. It's another laner that does okay, I would say.
Ang ganda nung
against the Melissa.
Hilda.
It has good team fight
Ang
presence
ganda nung
as well,
Hilda,
and
pre.
crowd control, considering that the team composition of ONIC, they still want to try and run
Yung
towards
Hilda,
you,
yung
right? Glue, Hilda, and
nagpaganda
Kadita to a degree. They don't really
against the
disappear
Diggy.
behind you, they just run at you. So
Yeah.
the Moskov
Ang
maybe
hirap nito,
can
Bechin.
provide enough crowd control and mobility for Brands to kite away and survive these long team fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, though, we are getting ready to get into game number
Bechin,
2.
parang ang hirap.
Still a build-up, a best of 7 is what we're going to be playing out in the grand finals. Here it is. Will ONIC be able
Hilda
to get one
to the
step closer to a back-to-back trophy for MPL Indonesia as we enter the land of Dawn for the Rumble in the Jungle, game number 2.
Rumble in the
Once
jungle.
again to the land of Dawn here. Once again between the yellow porcupines and the white tigers. And taking a look at this once again.
Ayan na,
Kyrie
gaganyanin na siya ng
very
Hilda.
interestingly goes in for assumingly the Tank-Slot build here. Demon Slayer
Ay,
on
muntik
Lancelot.
pa ma-steal.
It's not the aggressive assassins that we're
boss.
used to for Kyrie in particular. So there's a lot of emphasis here on the neutral objective take.
Yung sugat nilagyan ng asin.
Kyrie has gone and went with a bit of a hybrid build, a bit more tankiness and some damage, but now Hijime gets jumped on and he needs to be very careful. Keyboy has that concussive blast and in the early stage that allows the
Watay ng
to be
Paul
absolutely
sa live.
oppressive and Taz will definitely start feeling it as Keyboy just trails behind him.
This is what I've also noticed here, Arashi, when we see a Diggy, especially in the hands of EVOS, right? They always rotate towards the EXP lane first.
Ewan Paul sa
A
live.
lot of emphasis perhaps on getting that level 4
Watay Paul,
as soon as
boss.
possible before the neutral
Saan ba yung
objective
Paul dito?
contest.
Ito.
That is a valid play for sure.
ONIC
It also gives
or
Cyclones a chance to get ahead in the
EVOS.
lane, which is usually a big win condition. But look at Brands.
Again, it's going to be Brands who will be first blood eaten up by Kyrie on the Tank-Slot. Sure, it may be a Tank-Slot, it might be a Demon Slayer.
Activate
Last
natin
time
yung
we saw
Paul yan.
Kyrie play it, he was able
Sa
to
FB.
assassinate a whole lot of targets, and hey, he's doing it
Shoutouts,
again.
Lawrence.
It's definitely the case, and there's no real easy counter. Yes, Taz with the Mortal Coil can be a bit of a nuisance, but for the most part, he has tools available for the outplays, and Keyboy finds Brands a lot of damage.
Oh my
Patay.
god, there's no way they're going to be able to kill Brands again right as he
Venga.
respawns!
Venga.
Brands is down again, 2 deaths,
Nako.
2 minutes!
So
Level 3
brutal.
laban sa level 4.
That's so
Bugbog si
brutal.
Bronze.
And now EVOS
Kailangan
are
makuha
looking
nila to.
for a trade here onto the Turtle. They're gonna get it. But in the grand scheme of things,
So good
losing
trade
Brands
kaya
2
yun.
times in a row for the first 2 minutes of the game. It's a
Good
little
trade.
risky, but at least
Good trade, good
EVOS
trade, good
get a little
trade.
bit in
Dakin.
return.
Hijime picking up that kill.
Bawi si Brands.
Catching CW
Yun
off
lang.
guard, but on the other side, Sans putting in that work, trying to match the roam potential from Hijime. And so far, it's a lot more competitive.
Shoutout
You
sa
see
mga
EVOS
taga
Legends
Amadeo,
getting those
Cavite.
trade-offs,
What's up?
So adjustments have been made for sure. But again, Brand's not doing so hot right now. That could be fatal in the mid game. We all know how these gold laners like to start roaming and start to impact the rest of the map.
Magle-level 5 si Double.
Punching on
Na kailangan mapatay ito ni Brands. Sa lang Brands, oh.
Trying to look for the pin down.
Kaso wala.
But
Wala pang
will not be able to
damage.
find it as CW rotates over as well.
Late ba ako? Late?
Kyrie has been able to get the steal as well on the orange buff. Like we mentioned earlier, the trades happening will mean that ONIC will still be able to grasp that gold lead, have a solid grasp onto the gold lead.
Look at how Keyboy is
Ganda
playing
ng
right
Hilda
now.
dito.
Yes, he's taking a lot of time, a lot of damage coming in from EVOS Legends, but he's also
Dapat ata
exposing
nag-carry
them,
na lang
making
yung
sure that his team
EVOS
knows
lane.
exactly what to expect.
Para every
They
time na
won't be caught
lumalapit
off
yung
guard. Sans
Hilda,
gets bursted down, he will be able to
Matutrue
survive that.
damage. Tingin ko lang ha.
Still able to get away with
Kaso,
his ultimate there.
Lugi kasi siya
Kyrie
sa
once
ano
again,
eh, may
aggressive
lane.
Cyclops too.
Ayun, Cyclops.
Finding the kill, EVOS Legends finally on the
Guys,
board.
eto ah,
3-2
underdog
is the
kasi
score, but
yung
Kyrie is looking for
EVOS.
Psychos. Kyrie
Given
stunned
kasi
up.
na lamang
Has the
ang
board
ONIC
goes,
dito.
utilize it, but doesn't
Kaya
want to
kung
go.
ikaw ay
Doesn't want to
mag-cheer,
overcommit. Understand
magigets
he's
mo
still
ba't
in the
parang
lead. He'd
i-cheer
much
ng mga
rather
tao
just
yung
clear
EVOS.
his jungle camps.
Underdog
This
sila
does
dito
slow
eh.
down ONIC's pace a little bit here. You can see it was almost a 2,000-3,000
Defending
gold
ang
for ONIC in
ONIC
its
eh.
early stage of the game. It has been reduced to only 1,600. You can see now that Brands is slowly but surely building back up. He was a level below of CW earlier on before, but he's actually been able to level that as Kyrie goes in for the steal.
Whenever someone gets ahead, whenever someone gets behind, you can know that.
Guys, nag-i-invite si Wolf ng Discord.
Keyboy almost goes for
Usap-usap na
dreams,
daw,
but
watch party.
now with the Diggy being so low. Turtle play.
Ito na, ito na.
Popped in, finds some execution to the back line. Dreams.
Open natin.
Knocking the ball right there. It's going to be Keyboy who actually gets taken down by the feathered airstrike. Spear of Destruction popped in, but Taz will be the one who loses his life. ONIC here. Sans one
Salakots.
Psychots. Breath of the Ocean popped in.
Pinipian, what?
Sans with the recalls right in the face of Psychots. He's been training with the man for SEA Games. The man's ruthless.
There's a lot of attitude as well by Keyboy.
Sobra ka
again.
naman dun,
It's a
Sans.
little more aggressive Keyboy here coming into the playoffs this season. A lot of recalls, a lot of taunts. And he's showing once again the
Hirap
dominance
nun,
that he has
men.
on the opponents, trying to play the mental game
Medyo
as well.
iba na yun, iba na yun.
Now,
Iba na yun, boss.
2,600
Iba na yun, iba na yun.
Moskov.
Late pala yung live ko, pero
Very weak
iba
in
na
the
yun.
early game.
Putik na yun.
Requires a lot of farm, just like
The
Mensa
disrespect,
here.
bro!
But it does seem like they're gonna try and funnel this mid side.
Ang masasabi ko, ano na yun?
EVOS Legends grouping up together.
Ano na
perhaps
talaga,
try and catch
mind
Onyx
games
off
na yung
guard.
ginawa ni Sans
Get
doon,
a,
boss.
get a trap on maybe Keyboy or Boots
Putik.
who will be moving aggressively, but you can say for Onyx,
Mind games
there's
yun,
no
pre,
need to do
putik.
that right now, so they
Tinipian sa
have
mukha.
no idea if the buff is up, they have no idea if anyone's low
Nagagawa mo
there.
yung tinipian
Unless
sa
they do,
mukha
they don't
sa
make
ano
the play
eh.
happen. But once they do,
Dota.
look at how fast Kyrie comes in to try to deny Taz yet
Tinipian
again.
sa mukha.
He's all the way on the top side and his buffs get taken away. If you look at the items right here, it's quite a bit of the gold disparity between the
Putik
two
na yan.
jugglers. It's almost 1,000 at this point. Not a single item completed.
Teka, di ko
for
makita
Taz,
yung Discord
which
niya
means
na
that with this Sky Guardian helmet, Kyrie will be able to stay in the map for a lot longer.
Oh man, Kyrie with a phantom execution there, just taking the damage onto EVOS as they try their best to look for an opening here. That's giving the feather airstrike popped in. CW looking for a 2v1 in that
Pumapalag,
situation.
pumapalag, bes.
Trying to replicate what he did previously
Palag,
against
palag.
EVOS, but this time it will not work.
Saan ba yung
Doesn't work. He gets taken down, and
channel
a
ni na
previous
Wolf?
2,000 gold gap between the gold laners has shrunk
Harap naman sila
down
dito sa
to
8 gahaba.
1,000.
About 1,000.
So EVOS now, they're gonna be able to catch up sooner or later if ONIC make mistakes like that here. 3 seconds left onto the next turtle to spawn here.
Mojo
Kyrie
Legends.
in a 1v4 and still not able to be taken down as both of
Saan
these
natin
teams
yung-
will be dancing around this turtle.
Ooh, that's a better
Putik
issue
tinipian,
though. And
bes.
look at
Oh,
Keyboy.
man.
There you go. Already very aggressive. Sans on the back with the breath of the ocean. Brands gets out right now. Psychons is able.
Patay si
to
Sans.
actually
Uy,
stop with this
rumiri.
recall in front of their faces. This time
Grabe
he
ka,
will fall
Sans.
though. Kyrie looking for the retribution right now. Has the phantom execution. Has the level lead. Will be able to secure it for his team as ONIC will disengage. Keyboy looking for more right now as he jumps onto Taz. That's gonna be the phantom execution. The Thorn Rose again from Kyrie. Waiting for the retribution, wanting to steal this purple buff. He will not be able to find it. Taz takes it. Hijime with a feather airstrike now. Putting some damage down. What
Maasim.
happened in the back? Keyboy getting the
Medyo
damage done
maasim
to
pero
take Hijime out.
outplay naman.
Man, it just seems like they really know what they want to do. In the previous game, they were able to pick one member and start shutting him down. In this game, it really seems like it's Hijime. They are giving him some kills right here. He is 3-0 earlier, but realistically, in a big fight, with Glue and Hilda running at you as a Farsa, there's no way you're going to be able to do any optimal amount of damage.
Oh my god, Kyrie steals the orange even without retribution.
Yikes.
He used the retribution onto Taz. That's how confident he is.
Lancelot.
Right now in this
Oh,
mid
kunwari,
lane.
Cyclone Eye.
Able to get a
Alam mo,
lot
dati
of
kay Ruby,
turrets.
nagkakapassive si Lancelot dun.
5,000
Talaga, talaga,
gold
talaga.
Rush.
Hindi yung second skill yung I'm offended.
Ayan
Ayan na.
Ayan
Ayan na si Idol. Pag
Idol.
hinila ka ni
Idol.
Ruby, may passive si Lancelot. Ayan na.
Si-
si The Face. Ano, Idol?
Grabe si Tans, TV sa mukha.
Si Sans.
Oh, sa Dota mo lang nagagawa yun eh.
Hindi mo pwede gawin sa Dota yun, pre. 100 gold yun.
BKB, TP.
Tama. Pwede.
Basta walang roar.
Grabe, walang
Gusto mo
roar.
lang roar.
About this game right
Basta
now.
walang roar eh.
Walang roar, walang mana void, walang chrono, mga ganun.
Oh.
But the problem is the
Parang masarap mag-ano mamaya sa Blades Gaming ah.
that
Shoutout kay
damage
Jacob
onto
Samuel.
Keyboy,
Boss,
onto
ano ah.
Boots.
Shoutout
Oh,
sa inyo.
boss.
He just
Okay.
does this. He
Boss.
recalls.
Napag-usapan na namin kanina, boss.
Pag-usapan nyo lang.
Eh.
Hello, Manjin.
What's up?
Wala, boss. Problema tong Hilda, boss.
Parang heal damage.
Hilda.
Heal the world.
Malaking problema tong Hilda, boss.
Heal the world.
Shoutout pala sa mga nakakasalubong ko sa rank games na nag-Hilda jungle. Mabuhay kayo hanggang gusto nyo.
Oy, eto na.
The
The mighty
Lord 1,
jungle.
guys.
Galingan
Lord
nyo,
1,
EVOS.
Lord 1.
Para kayo na to, para kay Tilar, for Tilar.
Lord 1 Esports.
Oy, dealer!
Wala, boss. Wala, boss. Di nakapwesto.
Wala.
Oy, dealer!
Hindi, okay lang yan. Ano, Wolf? Sabi nga ni Uomi, hindi mahalaga sino makakuha ng mga unang Lord, nang mahalaga sa'yo ang huling Lord.
Mahalaga, importante.
Ano man, Jin, tawagin natin si Dreams, the Indonesian Nightmare.
Sige, Dreams kasi siya.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Tandaan yan.
That hurts.
Knowledge Kyrie muna.
Paano kung hindi pala siya dreams? Paano kung dream is? Alin?
Dream is?
Kaya mo rin yan.
Umiikot-ikot tapos may recall. Bago yun ah. Dati recall lang ah. Ngayon may rotate.
Sino?
May stutter step.
Stutter step.
Parang yung pag sumasayaw ng tawag doon, tension ba yung tawag doon?
Gogi, tinitipihan na lang, pre.
Grabe.
Tinitipihan na lang.
Tandaan nyo guys, kung si Kadita may talasophobia, ako may taasophobia. Alam mo yung taasophobia?
Ano yun?
Fear of heights. Fear of heights.
Sige. Sige, gana.
Fear of heights,
Recall
taasophobia.
City, boss. Recall party.
But you can see here the Lord marching down there.
Wala na. Ang tawag dyan, disrespect.
In fairness, mas doable yung draft. Kaso, wala medyo egos pa rin Ang weird kasi nung Martis, sa totoo lang.
Wala Raja Yeba
Nung shoot yung Martis, pre, parang alaws na. Uy, walang puncture.
Parang binaban lang yung main sitar, okay na sila no?
Oh. Kaso, itong EVOS, di marunong sumagot
Baka kasi walang tanong.
Ay, sika lang kasi,
Tama.
Walang tanong.
Yan ang mga gusto ko sa'yo Lagi ka may banat.
Iba yung nila, iba yung sponsor. I swear.
Ba't ganun yung TP nila?
Delix yung boss.
Yung recall nila,
Delix
may
ba doon? Sino ba yan? Sino ba?
May isolation yung mga recall nila.
Hindi, may tension. Kaya mo yun, tingnan mo, try mo. Try mo din. Kaya mo.
Kulang ang pinipindot nito.
Ang bilis mag-recall ni Sanzo Potek.
Kulang ang pinipindot. Pindot na pindot siya
Grabe to. Tamang gamit lang ng passive nyo. Legit yung ginagawa ni Sans. Legit na strategy kay Kadita. Pag may talasophobia ka, pwede mong gawin yan.
May gagawa kaya ng video, no? Like, bibilangin lang nila ilang recall yung ginawa ni Sans.
Ikaw na yun.
Ikaw na. Bilangin mo lahat ng recall ng MPL ID, mga ganun.
Kayo na.
Ikaw na speak.
Paano kaya to?
Alam mo, sa ano ko pre, sa utak ko hindi ko masimulate yung win condition ng EVOS. Wala silang catch.
Spanish bread. Uy, sakit.
Wala silang catch, boss.
Buti na lang
Roy. Buti na lang si Kyrie. Aray ko boots.
May Moscow naman daw, may late game. Kaso, kailangan malupit magkamali itong ONIC Alam mo yung, hindi malupit yung EVOS, dapat malupit magkamali itong ONIC para matalo sila ng Moscow.
Kailangan mag-asim ng todo yung
Oo.
Ultra asim, 5.
Kaso hindi sila mag-asim, wala sa kanila si Lemon. Yun yung maasim Lemon.
10 out of 10. Maganda yung delivery tsaka ang ganda ng punchline.
Nice.
Gusto ko yung
Nag-exort boots! Exort boots na si Sans. Panis.
Wala na guys. Sorry, merenda na lang tayo ulit.
Ito na ata pinakamabilis na grand final sa buong mundo.
Item nga guys, item please.
Item check.
Wala boss, di nag-item check ang Hindi nag-item check in director.
Nag-lowest gold ba si Sans?
Ayan, item check. Wala.
Nag-lowest gold siya, hindi.
Hindi.
Ay, hindi nag-lowest. Ay, hindi.
Hindi. Nagpa-pattern. Nagpapalit sila. Hindi kasi nagpa-farm no?
Ganda ng ang galing. Yan ang mga tama attitude.
Exhort boots.
Exhort boots, tapos kay juggle kayo ng lowest gold.
Legit dinisclose na ni Panda yung strat. Ang sabi daw ni Exhort, trip niya lang yung extra gold pag may assist.
Oh, yun. Hindi, totoo naman yan. Kasi hindi ka rin naabot talaga sa hindi ka talaga aabot dun sa threshold na magkakaano. Kaya kahit kunin niya, okay lang.
Kasi wala na siyang pake.
Wala siyang pake.
Kung ano lang mapindot niya, pwede na yun. Sabi nga niya sa akin nung kausap ko siya, di niya rin daw alam kung ano yung pinabipindot niya, basta binibili niya lang.
Totoo yun, kasi hindi ka rin naabot.
Importante lang yung palitan, no?
Wala na ako ng pag-asa dito, boss, sa Game 7.
Nalulungkot ako para kay Dilar, pre. Okay. Doable.
Nice task. Taskasin mo. Punta ko kinairi, pre.
Wala, boss.
Kinairi.
Sabi ni Kyrie, tapusin ko na. Gusto ko na umuwi ng Pilipinas.
Parang bored pa si Achille, no?
Gusto nang umuwi ng...
Kita niya na kasi yung screen eh. Kita niya na yung screen
Si
eh.
Eva, boss!
Ay, wala.
Wala
Nahawi
kasi
na niya
siyang
yung buhok.
bounce eh. Nahawi niya na yung buhok niya eh.
Si Eva! Uwing-uwi na si Eva, boss! Yung itsura na parang... Tapusin niyo na!
Boss, time check 6:23 pa lang. Anong oras pa lang?
Raja Eva, let's go.
Kita niya na kasi. Tinan mo yung ano niya oh. Yung bangs niya oh. Naka-open na eh. Sinadya open yan eh.
Si Sans, oh. Sarap ng pakiramdam daw. Lakas ng jungle nyo. Wala na, boss. 2-0.
The Vapor is ano?
Gintal na eh, no?
Pinakita lang ang camera, pre.
Tagilid eh.
Wala guys.
Tagilid, boss.
Merienda na. Happy New Year.
Anong merienda nyo ngayon, guys? Ba't tayo nanonood ng masak?
Anong merienda ako? Merienda ako. Coco Jam. Ay, napindot ko.
Sana all may Coco Jam.
Napindot ko yung Indonesian stream. Oh.
Ako walang merienda eh. Grab, sana all man, Jin.
Mahirap sa'yo.
Mahirap talaga ako, Jin. Pera.
Mahirap din ako eh.
Turbo B times 2 speed mo para makabol sa... Totoo ba yun?
Ano yun?
Kunwari, sige na nga, pabatol ako.
Ano yun?
Times 2 speed ko daw para makabol sa...
Feeling ko.
Actually, legit. Kasi makakabol siya sa buffer.
Feeling ko game 7.
Ano nangyayari?
Kapag nanalo game 7 oh. Kapag nanalo EVOS game 3.
Wait, ano nangyayari?
We've seen this kind of like dominance.
Ha? Wait, ano to? Anong nangyari? Anong magic to?
Anong magic?
Tinimes to ko, naging times to rin si Mirko kahit live.
Ganun pala yun.
Ayun.
Makakabal ka laro sa buffer.
Ayun! Okay.
Kaya nagdi-discuss na sila, pre.
Thank you.
Mautak yung nagsuggest ah.
Magaling ka ah.
Wala na,
Nori Managi, idol kita.
Sino pinakamagaling
mag... daw kasi ko. Thank you guys.
Sino pinakamagaling mag-ML sa caster? Walang ganyan sa amin. Ang masasabi ko lang...
Si Antianara.
Ang masasabi ko... si Antianara actually. Actually, si Antianara. Siya pinakamataas rank sa amin eh.
Nag-chat ako sa touch.
Ang masasabi ko lang, itong mga Indocasters di pa nanalo sa amin do.
Now we'll see if EVOS' passive turns on.
Nasa DC tayo pero parang pang live casting yung mic.
Yeah, we can. That's why.
Ayos ba yun?
Sakto lang, boss. Sakto lang.
A handicap
Hey,
plus 1 is the best of 7.
Lista mo na ata to.
Ang tawag ng Phantom Power.
Tara na sa Cambodia.
Ikaw si ano yun, no? Wolf ko si Danny Phantom Power.
Danny Phantom Power. Ano to? Audio Technica. Kalimutan ko. Magaling ka.
BPHS 1.
BPHS
2 na yun eh, no? Yabang!
Di naman, boss. Kailangan natin yan eh.
Ako ano, boss? 80-20-20. Yun lang.
Ang dami naman yan, 80.
Okay. 80 tas 20, no? 140 yun. Ay, 120 yun.
Sa Kita Knights ML, pwede nga eh. Kung
Pwede
mabilis
eh.
to.
Alam mo, ang problema lang, yung mga tao. Busy yung mga tao eh.
Laro kaya tayo mamaya, Gene.
Pwede, kaso ano ko ngayon eh, PC mode ako ngayon
Wala
eh.
na, yan ang ano talaga.
PC mode.
Kita nyo ah, sino yung
PC mode
reasons?
tayo mamaya.
Sino yung malakas mag-reasons ah? Ayan, rinig nyo na.
Wolf, PC mode tayo mamaya. Bukas tayo magsakita nights ng ML. Ay, gagi, pwede tayo magsakita nights hanggang week 8 o kaya playoffs.
Ha?
Pwede tayo magsakita nights. Road to playoffs.
Oo, pwede.
Diba?
Wala molten essence si Kyrie? Wala ba? Baka binenta na.
Binenta na, boss. Kanina meron yan. Sobrang yaman niya eh. Binili niya lahat eh.
Hindi ko kinakaya yung DP ni Sans pa rin, putik na yun.
DP ni Sans eh.
Kaya mo yun?
First time na ata nangyari yun sa mundo ng mundo ng MPL pagka pataas nitihan ng putik. Disrespect! Imbis na kinili, nirikulan.
Ginamping brothers lang.
Oo, patalon to si Recall sa mukha, di ba? Putik na yan.
Nabenta na to. Nakakaya mo niya 12.
Parang game.
Gila!
Parang 4 games lang eh, no?
Tandaan nyo.
Shoutout na lang sa UAE. Saga form Pierbird.
Si CW pa yung pinakamayaman? 918?
CW.
918
Tsaka
May
may
isang
banda-
bulp yun, ibig sabihin.
May kay isang bulp. May bandana kasi si CW ngayon, kita niya rin yung screen eh.
That's
Oo
relatively
nga.
low from all the
Siya na
Hindi
si
na siya eh.
Ryu.
playoffs so far. But that's the problem.
Shoryuken.
They care about getting a lot of damage, getting a lot of big team
Di
fights.
naman.
Like you
Ang
mentioned,
lupit
right,
naman
there's
nung times 2
opportunity
playback, parang
to
dito
slowly
to.
but surely whittle you
Saan?
down, force you to sacrifice
Sa
a
live,
member or two.
isipin mo yung live times 2 mo, maunahan mo pa yung totoong buhay.
Mauna ka.
GPM for any other gold laner is huge.
Yun yung literal came from the future, pre.
Guys, press 1 kapag feeling nyo makakabawi EVOS.
for CW isn't
Oo
even
nga, sige.
high for him.
Isa lang oh.
With his highs
Ba't
of
walang
Ah,
presto
isa
mo?
lang.
100, oh no, sorry.
Walang presto. Yun yung option.
May talo ba Onyx sa regular season? Meron sa RRQ.
Hierarchy. Oh, isang series lang, diba?
Isang series.
Hindi na natalo sila ng EVOS, di ba? Ay, ng ano, di ba?
1-1-0-0.
Alter.
RRQ.
RRQ ba?
RRQ ba?
Hindi,
Wala
yung
pang ano, no? Wala pang undefeated. Ay, Todak pa lang ata ang gumagawa ng undefeated.
Yung ONIC natalo sila. RRQ ba
Sa
nakatalo?
RRQ nga.
RRQ.
Ah, sige naman.
Alter Ego ang tumalo sa RRQ nung reg season.
Ayan.
Tapos after nun, medyo bumaba na yung performance ng RRQ.
Puro 1 na, puro 1.
May isang team na hindi nanalo ang RRQ. Ng isang series.
Geek Slate. Ano ba, Chantel?
Nabati ko si Ate Chantel.
Shoutout sa'yo, Chantel.
Idol, nag-PM po ako sa inyo. Saan ba ka nag-PM po? 4-1 daw, sabi ng mga Lodi Pets.
4-1, 4-1.
4-1. Wala, malabo, boss.
Player
Player gap, boss.
Kahit ano mangyari dito, may magja-champion.
They're able to get more trades in. That's it though. I mean that's not nearly enough to even try and say
Tama ka
that
naman.
we can get it in the next game.
Ay.
That was what I was getting at, Mirko. When we were
Tank
talking
sila
about
to.
the adaptations.
Ayun, ito! Shucks! Ginawa nila yung naisip ko pa lang. Pinakita nila yung early, mid, tsaka late. Oh,
Kyrie ulit.
Boy, mas advance ka na sa akin ngayon, boy. Teka lang, gawin ko ngayon.
Times to mo, boy. Promise, mauna pa sa real life.
Tingnan mo yan.
Promise.
Una mo sila. Una mo yung MPL ID, guys.
Unahan mo yung MPL ID.
Ano na ako, boss? Season 12 na ako, season 12.
Galing nga. Idol
Season
kita. Babalikan ko nga, sino nga yun?
Pwede yun eh, times 2. Paano yung
Ikaw,
times 2?
try mo pre. Times 2 mo, mauna ka sa, mauna ka sa real life.
Oo nga ano.
But if you look at the heat map, in the jungle,
What
Ang
the hell?
lupit mo,
Ang tagal
Chow.
ko palang dali.
the opponent's jungle as
Isa kang
well.
kalibo.
Ah, hindi. Pag times 2 mo, pupunta ka. Oh, gets
Nag-ano na siya, yung pag nandun ka na sa dulo, nagpo-pospos na siya.
EVOS needs
Pero
to
dito na ako sa
Sino
MVP.
pro play ilagay sa RRQ? Ha! Kailangan nila offlane. Ay, XP pala.
At this point, I think it's pretty obvious.
Hindi,
that
ako,
that's
okay
what
ko naman, pre.
to deal with. So we'll
Hindi,
see
sige na nga. Sino ba
Baka sila mo eh. Palitan nila si Skylar.
Initially,
Pwede.
it's brands just stealing
Tsaka si
all
Bin,
the
ako
heat.
promise, Skylar Bin, palitan nila, okay na ako dun.
CW. All things
So, sino
considered,
nga?
he was
Sino
just
nga
playing
pro
so
player?
aggressively
Ako,
and
lilipat ko si Dlar.
Ako, dalawa lang. Dalawa lang. Either si Nets o si Kelra.
Gagi!
RRQ kaya
Tama naman.
ano? Good. Maganda pakinggan eh. May tulog eh.
Pero may tulog eh. RRQ Kelra.
Tapos,
Kaso
RRQ
depende
Chakno.
kay Kelra yan.
Saan ba daw nanggaling yung Kelra? Alam niyo ba kung saan? Hindi ko alam eh.
Hindi ko rin natanong kahit kailan.
Siguro may girlfriend siya dati, pangalan Raquel. Ganun.
Sige. Sige. Sige.
O kaya mami niya, di ba? Mami niya.
Mami Raquel.
Tama. Pwede naman. Pwede naman.
Uy! Binabati ko pala ang aking Lodi, Matthew Militar.
Ay, si Matthew
Let's go.
Militar,
Ang tunay na army.
Saludo sa'yo, boss.
Ang tunay na army. Nauna pa siya sa BTS.
Shoutout, Matthew Militar. Shoutout.
Mukhang diga na tong mukhang diga na tong tina-times to, boss, ah. Nagbabuffer.
Wala, sa akin gumana eh.
Hindi, gaya naman siya.
Kelra
Kaso,
Kelra
Lodi.
sa RRQ.
Hoy, game na.
RRQ Chakno, no? Pucha, nakakatakot yun, pre.
Nakatakot yun, pero
So well.
kayang-kaya ng gusto nyo buong Omega lagay sa RRQ eh.
Lilipat na.
Lilipat
na lang. Turong Pinoy na hindi na.
No? Nagkaroon bigla ng RRQ PH.
RRQ PH, pero sa MPL ID nagaling.
Ako gusto ko game na eh. Game 3 na agad eh.
Boss, ito pala pakiramdam, no? Pag tayo
nanonood eh.
Jin, ito pala pakiramdam ng audience, so pag daldal tayo ng daldal.
Kaya pala na, kaya nyo pala sinasabing i-game nyo na. Uy, ano to?
Yung mga crash bilisan nyo.
Commercial ba to?
May commercial.
Wala.
Wala, kailangan natin i-off yung audio, boss.
Ay,
Commercial
nga.
yan eh.
Sige na nga.
Wait naman.
Okay, donate muna, Gcash. Donate.
Wait naman.
Donate muna, Gcash.
Ay, Gcash na.
Shoutout sa'yo, Ace Asturias. Di ba ganun yung boses mo?
Shoutout sa'yo, Jerry Celso. Pa-shoutout, boss.
Shoutout sa'yo, Ina Pinpin.
Watching from Czech Republic. Shoutout sa'yo, Erloy. RRQ
Shoutout
Miko.
sa'yo, Juan de la Cruz. Salamat sa 20 pesos.
Shoutout sa'yo, SPG TV.
Yun, lakas nung ano nila.
Kuya,
isang oras!
Pretty much yung putik! Ano to?
1 hour. 1
What
hour.
the hell?
Ano to isang oras?
Totoo ba to? 1 hours? 1 hours yung ano? 1 hours yung
May pre-match show, what the hell?
Feeling ko relive na lang tayo mamaya eh. Pwede pa kumain yan.
Oo eh.
Kain talaga, kain jutsu.
Huling bati muna tayo na shoutout.
Tapos ano ba't may pre-match show ulit? Ano ba yun?
Shoutout sa'yo, Mark Nicor.
Shoutout sa inyo, MPL ID.
Shoutout
Ang tagal lang gameplay niya.
Shoutout sa'yo, Chowfan.
Emmanuel Vicencio, maraming salamat sa Gcash.
Salamat sa'yo, Romel Bautista.
Diba dapat ang yung message nila? Yung comment mismo?
Oh. Tagal, ha ha ha. Shoutout sa'yo, Jason Alcantara.
Shoutout sa'yo, Rafael Recto. Seryoso ba?
Shoutout sa'yo, Richelle Rule. May pre-match pa. Emoji.
Guys, feeling ko balik na lang tayo eh.
Oo.
Grabe. Ang
Restream
gagawin
ulit.
na.
1 game mo, 1 game.
1 hours to. Ano gagawin natin?
One game mo.
1
1 game.
muna kami,
Wait,
guys.
legit ba mag-off kayo ng stream? Mag-off muna
Oo.
ako ah. Tapos balik na lang tayo, guys.
Anong lalaro natin?
Hindi, ako kakain ako.
Hindi kasi nasa isip ng MPL, pre 2 games na lang to eh.
Oo nga eh. Sayang kasi ang ratings eh. Prime time
Tama.
pa nila ngayon, 7:30
Myanmar
pa lang.
MSC Finals, di namin pwede i-restream yan eh.
Ito lang
Hindi
ang
kami
pwede.
allowed, boss.
Ito lang pwede.
Ito kasi official to eh. Chawal, pang galing mo ha kanina. Nasa Indonesia ka ha.
Oo nga eh, pati si Leo. Ayos ba?
Shoutout
Busy nga mo eh, no?
Special guest sila, Chuck. Sa April 14? Ha?
Ano na meron na April 14?
Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko na alam. Babaliw na ako. Sige na,
One game stream daw, one game stream. Kaso parang, ano eh.
1 games.
Dinner muna, para
dinner muna eh.
dinner tapos
lagay kayo sa Gcash.
Like ito, dinner, restream, tas many games after. Yun ang
Kulang na lang
malapit.
QR.
Pwede, sige,
Maglagay
pwede.
ka ng QR sa stream mo.
Sige, pwede, tama. Okay, maglalagay ako ng QR. Magandang idea yan, Jin. Magandang idea yan.
Maraming salamat sa donasyon.
Hindi, pero seryoso, meron ko sa'yo, Jin?
Wala.
Akala ko
Pero
sa
ganun
meron
na,
eh.
pag nanonood ako ng NBA.
Pag nanonood, yan na, alam na.
Alam na. Kakaiba na yun, Jin. Ibang ano na yun.
Maraming
Yun ang mga
salamat sa donasyon.
Alam niyo ito, sobrang lupit ng mga yun. Hindi ko alam kung nakabot ba yun or malupit lang talaga yung
Malupit, kada commercial.
Sobrang bilis.
Kada commercial, lipat
Oo.
agad.
Hindi, dapat pala yung boss, man Jin, ganito gawin natin, yung boses nila Mirko, i-alter natin, dapat iba yung tunog, mataas yung pitch.
Game na.
Ay, oo, yung iba yung tunog, yung tataas.
Iba yung tunog,
Mas
iba yung tunog.
mabilis.
Oo.
Di-dinner muna kami, guys. Di-dinner.
Maraming salamat sa donasyon.
Nakakatawa tong 1 hour start nila, 1 hour break nila.
Babalik
Sige,
na
guys.
lang kami, mga
Balik
Lodi.
kami.
Babalik kami. Bye-bye sa inyo lahat.
Babalik.
Magre-relive kami ha. Balik kayo mamaya. Bye-bye.
Live